All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of the GDQ HOTFIX. Happy to have you all here. I am Darkman78, and we have a fantastic race for you today. So, for those who may not be aware, SGDQ 2018 is less than 2 weeks away. So, it's going to be starting the following Sunday, the 24th of June. It's going to go from June 24th to July 1st. So we figured what better way to kind of preview what to expect, then kind of have a few races and runs of games that you may see at SGDQ. So this will not be the exact run that you'll be seeing at SGDQ. It'll be a little bit different. So in this particular case, we're having Paper Mario. So we're going to have an any percent glitchless race for you today. You will actually be having a glitched carrier, the any percent run at SGDQ. But it's a little taste of what to expect. And then yeah, you get to see the actual thing during the week. So without further ado, we have our two racers here. I'm Glower and Butterlord, and joined by me today, two fantastic commentators, and JCog and N1. So guys, welcome.
Hey, thanks, Darkman.
Thank you very much.
All right. So yeah, it looks like Glower and Butter just getting ready here. It looks like Glower over here on the left doing some Chapter 2 practice.
Butterlord practicing VHS, not using glitchless.
It's the perfect glitchless warm-up, honestly. But yeah.
Yep, just make sure our competitors are good to go, and then we will start this race.
Oh, there we go. Okay, Butter is actually Butter's actually in Chapter 8.
Okay, actually practicing the tough glitchless stuff. Good to see.
Right. Something that's actually relevant to the category. Alright, so yep, they're both going to be, once they're ready here, going to be getting to the file select, and then we're going to go ahead and count them down. Right. First thing you'll notice, and I'm sure that most people here are familiar with this if you've seen most speedruns, is that we're playing with the Japanese version of the game, actually called Mario Story. And that's, in other categories, the Japanese version matters because certain glitches are exclusive to Japanese. But for glitchless, it's mostly just the text speed, which don't know exactly how much time it saves, but it's at least a couple minutes. All right, looks like we're starting. All right, Glower's a little bit behind here, but yeah.
Oh,
so
we
this
started. Okay. All right. Paper Mario. Second RPG, or the one after Mario RPG there, except he came back flat.
Yeah, it was originally intended to be a sequel to Super Mario RPG, but then that kind of changed in development.
So what you're gonna see in glitchless for movement is spinning everywhere because
Yes.
there's not really any glitches in this game. There's things that are kind of similar to glitches, like tough movement, but it's mostly gonna be spins and spin cancels.
Right, and so you'll see it here. The first minute or so is controlled automatically. That's just a cutscene. But you'll see what's coming up here. The fastest way to move around in this game is to spin with Z and then jump at the end to cancel the animation where you'd otherwise be standing still. So you can see they're spinning and jumping. And also you can just mash the spin button when walking upstairs.
Or small ledges or stairs, you can just spin right into the middle cancel. You just can spam the Z button there.
Right. And so sometimes it's actually not fastest to take a straight line between 2 points if you can get a spin cancel off a ledge. Because then you can immediately spin again without waiting for the jump animation. Which makes movement actually pretty interesting and pretty interesting in this game.
So the prologue is what this is called, the first 20-ish minutes of the game. Dreaded by most runners because it's kind of slow. There's about 13 minutes of cutscenes or where you can just hold the B button, do nothing, but after that it gets crazy.
Speaking of holding the B button, one really nice thing about running this game is that there is no text mashing. The fastest way to scroll through text is just hold the B button. If you try and mash A, it's actually slower.
That's the best part, honestly.
It is. They changed that in TTYD, The Thousand Year Door. Makes me sad.
I can't run that game now that I've been spoiled with the B button.
Right? Can't run like any other game.
So the first fight here is just a scripted fight. You just mash the A button as fast as you can. Runners become very familiar with this fight very quickly.
Yep. Alright, so the first thing that might not be immediately obvious that you're going to notice is watch how fast they jump. That crouch animation that Mario does. If you don't...
quick jumping.
Yeah, quick jumping. If you don't mash A there, what happens is Mario... I think it's about, 10 frames?
You can save up to 10 frames, yes.
Okay. Yeah, so if you don't do anything, Mario will crouch for about 10 frames and then will jump. But if you hit A during that crouch, he will immediately jump. And so here in the prologue, whenever you don't have the Lucky Star, which we'll be getting in a little over, 18, 19 minutes. 17, somewhere in that range. So we pretty much just mash A until then. But once we get that, the timing matters a little bit more, and so we'll work that out when we get there.
So yeah, the options for fighting right now are pretty slim. It's just jump, and then you can go to your flag, which is like your options. I think do nothing or run. I don't even know if you can do that in this fight. But there's also items there, but you can't use them yet because we don't have any.
Yep, don't even have the hammer yet.
Yeah, the hammer will come up as another option, and then the star spirits once we get those.
So yes, Bowser is winning.
Bowser is possibly going to win this fight. Who really knows? It's up in the air. Alright, we're about to get the title of the game here. Not Paper Mario, actually playing Mario Story, as Jaycog said earlier.
Right.
Lying to everybody in chat.
This isn't actually Paper Mario.
Oh, it says Mario Story. Okay, I get it.
Exactly. Yeah, and the sequel to this game actually, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, in Japanese it's just titled Paper Mario RPG. I guess, as far as I can tell, they just named it as the first paper RPG in Japanese. This one's more story.
Slightly generic there, but we get
a little
the
bit. I mean, Super Mario RPG isn't exactly a super creative title. But... Yeah, and so right now, all that the runners are doing, they're just holding B.
Yeah, you hold B till like 6.5 minutes in, I believe, and then you start moving around.
Yeah, roughly.
So the star spirits have come to resurrect Mario, who has fallen and can't get up.
And then what's her name? Goombaria? I was getting
Goombaria.
Goombaria. Oh,
Thanks,
that actually makes more sense. Maybe. I don't know. But she's coming in helping out.
Toad providing the hospitality. Nice to see.
Unless there's a bit of a disaster later on, it's the last you'll be seeing of the inside of a Toad house.
Ooh, yeah. That would be unfortunate to see.
Yeah, there is one section where it's actually faster as a backup to use a Toad house. But hopefully that's only a backup. Alright.
Or spin cancel there on the table, if you saw that.
Yep, Glower went for it, Butter did not. It doesn't save a lot of time, but it does
It's
save.
less than a second, but
It was a much
gotta
less than
go
a second. Gotta save all the frames, right? Oh no, Glower jumped over.
yikes.
Goompa.
Goompapa.
Or Goompapa. No, Goompa's. Oh,
Goompa's
no.
outside on the balcony there.
It's true.
But for how long? Question.
Guess we'll find out.
It's true.
So does the different consoles that the two are on make any difference?
Yes, it's a little bit of a touchy subject. But yes, so Glower is playing on the Wii U VC version, and Butterlord is playing on the original N64. And so what you'll notice is that the load times for Wii U are actually, you do save a little bit of time every time that there's a screen transition because of load times. And it ends up saying there's a lot of debate as to how much time it actually saves over the run, but it
Depends
is
per category.
It depends per category, and if someone ends up going through more loading zones, and the Wii U version also lags a bit less in areas, and so that's why, even though Glower, or presumably why, maybe he just played that much better, but presumably why Glower got a little bit of a late start and is still slightly ahead of Butter.
Alright, so we got the hammer.
Yep.
Grabbing those coins. Very useful.
Yep, very important to get those coins. Luckily in this route there is actually an extra coin, so if you miss one, it's okay. But any more than that, you're gonna have to go get backup coins.
I know these guys are doing... I know Glower sent me a route that is a safer route.
Yeah, so there are two different versions of this route. The one that they're going to be using is slightly safer, although it is almost exactly the same as the current optimal route.
Does it just make a safer final Bowser there?
It's a safer final Bowser, and then the only two differences are the optimal does not get the HP plus badge in Prologue, and it also does not get the Repel Gel in Chapter 5. Those are the only differences.
Okay.
And yeah, as long as they hit all their action commands, all their blocks, they should be good to go.
Got
Yeah,
some
and
star
also
points.
Yes. Oh yeah, got 20 star points there. One nice thing
Star
about
points is
glitch.
like the experience in this game.
Yes. Yeah, every 100 star points, you get a level up, and then you have the option to upgrade either HP, FP, or badge points. And we're getting our first badge coming up, so it'll be a little easier to explain there. Heart points obviously are your hit points. You hit 0, you die. Flower points, FP, are what let you do special moves. Generally.
Kind of acts as like your mana.
Yeah. And we also have our first tutorial coming up. That
Oh yeah, we gotta make sure to avoid that.
yeah, you have to make sure to mash B and do not press A. Otherwise, this one's not too bad. If you were to accidentally do it, it only wastes like.
Yeah, I'm sure they're paying attention.
I'm sure. Yeah, there we go. Glower did not do the tutorial. Neither did Butter. They're good. And they also just got their first badge, Power Jump. So right after this cutscene, they're going to equip it, and it lets them do basically just a more powerful jump.
Yeah.
Which will be very useful, actually throughout the run. In fact, in this route, it's used, like they just equipped it, Glower did. Throughout the route, it's used on, I want to say most of the bosses, certainly a large number of them, even Final Bowser. It's used in this.
What you'll see is eventually is a very popular badge combo with the Power Bounce and Mega Rush. I think that's used lots in this
oh, yeah.
category. Yeah, okay. It's pretty OP. You'll see later on. That also leads us to the discussion of getting capped on your jumps.
Yes. It's a bane of every Paper Mario runner. Luckily, it's not too bad in this category.
In
although
this
you can still
category,
skip that.
it's very forgiving unless you get
Yes.
some very low RNG chance bounces and then not good.
Yeah, on a few of the bosses, there is a 2% chance that you get a cap that basically says your run is over. I'm sure they'll be saving, and there are actually some slow backups that they could do on some of them, if that were to happen. But very low chance that it would happen, but not impossible.
Definitely not impossible. Let's just hope it doesn't happen.
Right. Yep, so hitting the heart block, restoring their HP. I love the way that this is routed. This is pretty much the way Prologue goes in any route that doesn't do... there's a glitch you can do called Junior Troopa Skip, where you skip the first fight against Junior Troopa. But any route that doesn't use that does the exact same Prologue route, where you get down to 1 HP. You use up all 9 before you have to hit heart block. Very optimized.
Routed nice and tight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're coming up on Goomba King here. Who is probably an easier fight than just the Goomba Bros alone.
Yeah, honestly.
Because of the secret.
See it right here. Get a power jump on the Goomba King himself, and then actually, in what I'm pretty sure is the only instance this ever happens in the game, you can attack an object that isn't an enemy.
It is true. It's the only one.
And then, so Goomba King has 2 different attacks he can do. He showed for both of them. Both of them got the fast attack where he drops. What even are those like?
Boom nuts? I don't know what they are. They'll weird burrs in a tree.
Right.
I don't know.
But yeah, so that attack is about 8 frames faster than the alternative.
Fast.
So fast. Gotta save all the frames.
Important, it really is.
Hit this switch, which is conveniently the self-destruct button. Hidden in the bushes.
Bit of a flaw in design, I think, but
A little bit.
I'm not gonna question the Goomba King. He's clearly got his life together. He's got a castle.
It's true. He's a king. Not many people can say they're a king. It's also funny, you won't see it for Glower, it already happened, but there is some lag whenever you're going through that
Oh yeah.
building.
Very noticeable lag when you're spinning through the castle on N64.
Yep, very common to drop the input, your jump input, if you're not paying close attention.
Okay, there's gonna be lots of these cutscenes where it cuts off to Bowser's castle, and then a cutscene just goes on, or you'll take over a character later in the game.
Yeah, these early ones in Prologue, all you have to do, there's no movement or
You
anything.
just hold B through them all.
When you're streaming, pretty good time for chat interaction. Just have to make sure to start paying attention again once the cutscene's over.
Nah, just keep talking, chat. Don't worry about it.
Nah, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. Yeah, in this room you
Alright.
can see. Here, this is. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say he's approaching Toad Town now, but yeah, he does a lot of ledge cancels there when he spins.
Yeah, very good example of how it's faster than jumping, because you can just immediately go into the next spin.
Don't grab anything at the item shop here, but I think we hit the one in Koopa Village.
Yep. Gonna be purchasing 3 fire flower, or sorry, 3 pow blocks and a fire flower, which is why part of why grabbing those coins is so important.
Yeah. Also Speedy Spin.
Also speedy spin, which is the best badge in the game don't at me.
No. Slow go, best badge.
Slow go? Alright.
The anti-speedrun badge. So speedy spin makes you spin faster and increases the distance you spin, and slow go makes it so that you can't spin at all. You can't even run. It just allows you to walk.
Yeah, I guess if you're trying to do some very careful platforming, it could be useful, but I don't even know where you would do that.
Another cutscene.
It
This is prologue in a nutshell. But it's almost over. It's almost over.
It is. We're almost to the meat of the game. Okay, I see a couple people asking about another thing about Wii U is that for whatever reason, it's actually a little bit darker. Don't know why. Like if you was to pull up the Wii U menu, it would be bright.
When you capture it, it comes up dark. It's kind of
Is that
strange.
what it is? Okay.
Yeah, it's actually like brighter on the screen. Like the colors are strange.
Okay, I've never actually. I don't own a Wii U, so.
Yeah, I've played on Wii U. There's a frame of input delay on Wii U. There's like zero lag everywhere. There's no input lag on N64, but it lags in multiple rooms and is slower to load. That's pretty much the only difference.
Yeah, the only other way to run this game officially for a speedrun would be on regular Wii VC. And that one has its own issues, especially in glitchless.
Not good.
No,
Not
it
a
is
good console
not.
to run on. If you have another option, better off running on N64 or Wii U.
It's true.
Because of there's a random speed up when you're doing jumps in Chapter 4, which can just end your run if you miss them, and they're very strange to mess with, but
yeah, it can.
I know some runners have been able to
frames.
adjust to them.
Yeah, there are strategies. It doesn't. It's still harder. It's still harder.
Okay, Glower just skipped the second tutorial. That's good.
Oh, good. Yeah, this tutorial is a lot longer. You're losing over a minute if you accidentally do this tutorial. But yes, now they have Lucky Star.
Yeah, so now they can do action commands. They press A right before they hit an enemy or right before they get attacked. And if right before they get attacked, they block, he just blocked. Yeah. That's basically it. And your partner gets the action command too, so good stuff.
Yep. Increases your damage output, lets you take less damage, and is very important to the speedrun. There is actually a way to skip getting it, which saves, I don't know, what, 4 to 5 minutes?
It's like 5 minutes, but
5 minutes?
the issues with not having the action command and trying to route around that is disastrous.
Yeah, so much that in the any percent run, we take the cutscene. We watch the 5-minute cutscene. We'll take the extra 5 minutes to get the Lucky Star, because you lose those 5 minutes later. Oh. Yeah, and so because this run, because this is glitchless and glitches are not something you need to do in this category to get a good time, there are three main things, I'd say three main things that determine if you're going to get a good time, and that is your movement, so spinning well, getting the spin cancels, your menuing, so selecting the right things in battles, equipping badges, things like that, and also the routing. And of course the routing is taken care of beforehand. Both of the runners are using the same route. And
your RNG, of course.
True, also RNG. That's a little out of your control though.
Just because it's Paper Mario, it's pretty important to your run. Alright.
Scare away these toads.
Zapped all those toads, and he's gonna head to Chapter 1.
Done with prologue.
7 chapters for each Star Spirit, and then Chapter 8 where you go to fight Bowser, which is unusual for a Mario game.
Never seen before.
And you just got a fright jar there, which is an item that you can use to scare away enemies. But there's RNG involved with that, which is pretty low, I believe, in this. And there's backups, so nobody
Yeah.
should be ruining
No, you're
the
not gonna
runs
lose a
over
run.
it. Yeah.
At least not like an under. You'll lose time, but it won't be unrecoverable. Ooh, okay, Butter. That was
Ooh,
I'm
almost
pretty sure it's
getting
frame perfect,
sniped by the. You get the cutscene skip there?
Yeah, he got the cutscene.
Oh,
skip.
very nice.
So there's a frame perfect trick where you can hit the tree and have the switch drop at the same time you get the POW block from the block. Saves a couple frames. Butter got it. Glower did not.
All right, heading to the item shop here.
Gonna be purchasing 3 POW blocks and a fire flower. The fire flower we'll be using here in a second.
All these get used in chapter 1, right?
Yeah, at the end of chapter 1, you have 0 items. Yeah, and so because you know, we don't really have a lot of options for attacking. Pretty much, power jump is our most powerful option, but we only have so much FP to use it. And also you can only attack 1 enemy with it. The best way to deal damage early on in the game is to use items, and so that's why you'll see us use a lot of items in the beginning, and then increasingly less as we go on. There's still a few more, but not nearly as many items are used later on as we use in chapter 1.
Fuzzy mini game. Don't mix it up, please.
This is a bad way to lose a run.
Oh no.
Oh, so it's random which tree this fuzzy goes to. The worst pattern you can get is the 4th tree, and then the 1st, and then the 4th. And Glower
Number of bounces or jumps they do is also random.
Yes.
Can
Oh
lose
no.
you a little bit of
Oh, no.
time. Careful.
Oh.
Stressed out for them.
And the last one is fastest. I'm told, I don't know if it's true, but I've been told that they actually slowed this minigame down. Okay, you got the one again. But they slowed this minigame down in the English version. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I've been told.
I'm gonna have to look at that. I don't know. I've never heard of that, but maybe.
Yeah, I've heard Strider 7X say it before, but so it's a credible source.
Okay.
Alright,
Waterlord also made it through. Good to see. Okay, so we got our second partner, Cooper. Not used very much, I don't think, after this. I don't know.
Not really.
Used it all.
I'm trying to. I mean, you need him in
Poor
chapter
guy.
8 to hit a switch.
That's not even in a fight. He's just using his ability. Need him to cross the bridge, otherwise
Yes.
we do Cooper skip. But
This
it's not
is
even
true.
glitchless. It's not an option.
Right. And then they are getting the H. Oh,
Whoa.
go struggling a little bit there.
Whoa! Oh no!
Get that
Trunk did
HP plus.
Did a
badge.
dance around the trunk there.
Yep. He's planning way in advance. We will not be equipping that badge until the final boss.
That's what makes this road a little bit safer, which is
Yep.
good that they're grabbing that.
Yep. If you're doing the optimal route, you
Quizmo.
don't-
Shout out to Quizmo.
Oh, Quizmo. The run is blessed. Oh!
Oh,
Lower grabbing, attack, FX, B.
showing off a little here with his lead. Just making it fair because of Wii U.
It's true. Changes your sound effects, certain actions. I think it does hammer in the overworld. What else does it change it for?
Hammer.
Just hammer?
I think that's it.
Okay.
Could be wrong.
Does it change your jump in battles?
I want to say no.
Okay. Couldn't remember. Yep, that switch right there that Butter just hit. Also, that Koopa is a pain to avoid.
That
That
Koopa at the end of the, or yeah, the paratroopa at the other side of the bridge has ended.
Oh no!
Oh, Butterlord taking the encounter. That's an unfortunate
Yes,
one.
that is unfortunate.
Look, you
Alright.
noticed him pretty early there.
Yeah, he really did. Yeah, that's normally you have
Just
more
to
time.
make sure he grabs these coins. Also, it's very important that you have the correct amount. Otherwise, you can't buy whatever you need to buy. And then
Yep.
in chapter 1, if you like lose a coin, it takes like minutes to get the extra. Actually, kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, the fastest backup coin is to go all the way back to Koopa Village
I'm
afterward.
just sitting in a bush.
Yep. Luckily, in this route, there is actually like you'll finish with 51 at the end of chapter 1. You only need 50, so you can miss one and be okay.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
nice at least.
One of the nice things. This route is actually fairly new. It's only been it was only created a couple months ago, and before you were you needed every last coin, so a little bit of leeway there.
Okay, Glow, we're about to get a very important badge. There's tons of damage to like single enemies
Yep.
in combination with Mega Rush.
Yes, Mega Rush, which we'll be getting not for a while, not till chapter 3.
Yeah, that's been for a while.
Yeah, but that badge, along with Power Bounce, Mega Rush lets you do, what is it, 4 extra damage every jump? Or every attack?
It's like +4 on whatever your attack is when you
Yeah.
have 1 health.
Right, and we will be abusing that from chapter 3 on.
Absolutely.
Also makes the run a little, that's where some of the skill, I guess, comes in, because a lot of the time you're running around with 1 HP, where, you know, getting first struck by an enemy can end your run.
Very spooky.
Yes. Putting those power blocks to good use.
Of course. The pit.
Yes. Alright, so Glor's gonna go for a first strike here on this Paracoopa. Or Paratroopa. You got it? It's not particularly hard.
It's actually really easy. Way easier than it looks. That one. Getting
Yeah,
the first strike
that one
on
is.
bed. Kind of a mess. Yeah, just that simple first strike makes this fight so much faster.
Right, because then you can use the power blocks only affect enemies on the ground. So you have to get them on the ground to be able to use that. Alright, the next one is where the first major bit of RNG is coming in. He's going to use a Fright Jar on these 2 Paratroopas. Ideally, they'll both run away. There is... Okay, and he's good. I think it's, what, a 19% chance that one of them runs away? At least one? Then you have to use some backup.
That's correct. 81% chance that it'll work.
Okay.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah. Alright, Butter doing the same. Oh, see, he got a Fright Jar fail. That happens sometimes. So now
Ooh.
now he has to back it up.
That
And he
is
should be power jumping.
unfortunate.
Oh, okay, that's actually not the fastest way to back that up, but that's okay.
He might not have known how much FP he could spend there.
That's true. It's not that much slower to do it the way he's doing.
Glower is jumping over the fire bars here because if you jump over them 10 times, they spit out coins. 10 coins, which is actually a lot.
Ooh, you gotta. It's RNG where the coins go. That wasn't too
Yeah,
bad.
you gotta
It
be
wasn't
careful.
great.
They can despawn if you aren't fast.
Alright. Alright, you got them all. Okay. Got the key. Let's him open this door. Oh, it's a block. I mean, I think we should hit the block, right? Blocks are always good.
Probably an item in there.
Probably. That's what usually happens.
Where'd the block go? Oh!
Oh no! Dude, I fall for that every time.
Yeah, me too. I have to.
I never learn.
Yeah, this Koopa bro trolls you hard. And then, but he brings us to our third partner, which is very important.
I can hit the heart block first, though. Gotta get that FP back.
You're right, you're right. It's faster.
It is. She has so much text, though. Talks forever. Butter fell for the trap too. Never
Wow,
learned.
he could have caught up. Just didn't have to fall for the trap. Not really though. He had to do
No,
that.
yeah.
There's no other way to go the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Um.
Alright, so this is another place where the route actually changed a little bit from what it used to be. If you've seen any glitchless runs, I don't know, maybe half a year ago or so, usually you do this fight with Cooper, but we found it's actually faster to do this fight with Bombette and what you can see them doing.
This is interesting. I've never seen this before.
Yeah, so and you attack the back bomb first because it's faster to jump and attack that bomb.
Yeah,
Because
no,
the
that
one
seems
closer-
fast.
Yeah, the one closer. The one closer doesn't have to walk as far to hit Mario. And then you need to use Bombette up here to
Yeah.
open up this wall. So you're saving 2 partner swaps by doing that fight.
Okay, so we have both the keys. Or no, we already used one. We have one key.
Yeah, hard use one.
I'm used to all cards where you get both and then go
Right.
up. Okay. High jumps.
High jumps.
This could be a game changer if either of the
Yeah.
runners fail it. It's gonna put them pretty far behind. This is about a... How much time loss is this?
Despite what you think, it is not a glitch. Just a bad
I
hitbox.
don't know.
Well, it's in glitchless. The consensus is that it's not a glitch.
That's what I hear.
That is what I'm
Here to
told.
argue.
So I do it.
I don't know. It's not real.
It's debatable, but
It's like
I can see arguments for it being a glitch. But the consensus is
I
that
can
it's
definitely
not.
see both. It's whatever. It's only like 12 seconds difference, and runners have been doing it forever, so we're not gonna change it now.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it was one of the first tricks found in not non-obvious tricks, I guess you would say that was found in the game.
Yeah, I believe that. Okay, Butter Lord coming up.
How are these pie jumps gonna be?
I hope he makes it. That would put him
Same.
way behind.
All right, there's one. That's the easy one. The second one's a little bit harder.
He's good. He's got this.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, and the encounter.
Oh, that's bad. That's
that
a lot
is-
of time loss,
That
actually.
is huge.
So how bad is that?
He has to do the
He
walk
has
of
to go
shame.
all the way back up, so it's like 30 to 40 seconds or something. Plus the encounter, which is like 10.
Alright, so glowers on the cannons. And this is
Yeah.
pretty much RNG where they're going to be. So the first bullet bills that shoot out, those are always the same. But after that,
Yeah, those are consistent.
after that, it's all RNG. So, gotta be on your toes maneuvering here. And this is
He's
a
gonna
real
play it
good-
relatively safe. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's got it. Get the first strike on.
Okay. Butterlord back at it.
He's not backing down. He's still doing them.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay, I take it back. He backed down a little bit.
He did one. The second one's harder, so.
Yeah, the second one's harder and saves less time. So. Alright, Glower's good on the cannons. Yeah, and Glower definitely doesn't have this wrapped up. There's a lot of things that can still go wrong.
Yeah, no.
This is
You
not
could
over.
bake the wrong cake.
You could.
Happened before.
It's happened on
Recently.
more than one occasion in the last month.
Wow.
Yeah, it was kind of bad.
No, there's plenty of things that could happen.
Guys, we're fighting Bowser.
Bowser already? What the heck? What happened?
Yeah, shoutouts to one of the best bangers in this game.
This song is
Arguably the best.
is one of the best for sure.
Yeah, definitely one of the best. Not really sure what my favorite is.
Okay, it turns out that wasn't Bowser. Oddly enough.
So many tricks in this.
So tricky.
So tricky.
This fight is actually really fast. Way faster
really
than I
is.
ever would have thought. Like, after I first played this game, you actually just destroy the Koopa Bros. in, like 2 turns. Because the
All
POW
it takes,
block
like-
makes them stay on the ground so they can't even get back up and fight.
Even if you accidentally
Unfortunate.
use the fire flower first, though, it doesn't even lose that much time. Like, they stand up, but they still don't attack.
You still do the 2 damage? Oh man.
Yeah, it
Oh.
ignores defense. I know because I've done it before. Alright, I think everyone's good on coins, though. So
Yeah, that's good.
that's good.
I don't think Butter lost lost any actually. I think he got all. So that wraps up
Yeah.
chapter 1 for Glower. When you hit the card, you get the Star Spirit.
Yep.
Only 6 more.
Alright, Butter here playing catch up. It's nice that you can beat the fake Bowser in only 3 attacks. Oh, and also,
Yeah.
people used to believe that Bowser's attack right there, I don't know how it got around, but people used to think that blocking it was slower, and apparently it's exactly the same. I've never timed it myself, but the consensus now is that it's the same time, whether or not you block it.
Yeah, I don't know who was spreading that rumor around, but I fell for it, and I never blocked that attack. Now I do it all the time.
The shame of having 9 HP.
Okay, so we've taken control of Peach, which is gonna happen multiple times after each chapter.
Yep.
These are usually pretty quick. Some of the later ones are pretty long though.
Yeah.
We're just searching through Bowser's diary. Right?
Yeah, the one after chapter 6, in my opinion, is way too long. But...
Yeah, that one's actually pretty long.
And also kind of stressful, because if you hit B at the wrong time, you lose a lot of time. But
The strat is to hold B the entire time.
it's true. As is the case with cutscenes.
That was taught to me by the FS Juicy J.
Ooh.
Legend. Alright, Butterlord wrapping it up.
Oh yeah, he's definitely not too far. He can still definitely come back. It is certainly not over.
What is he, like a minute and
Oh,
a half behind us?
Glover says speedy spin world record incoming.
Oh boy.
Yes, so we're coming up. It's gonna be another couple minutes. There's another fight in between, but I'm getting the speedy spin badge, and it's RNG if it's going to be in the badge shop or not. There are 4 badges that can appear there. There are 3 spots, and so there is a 25% chance that speedy spin is not the badge that's there. And if that happens, you have to reset the shop, and each time it's a 75% chance for it to be there. So you have to get really unlucky for it to not be there a lot of times, but it can happen.
And it wastes 25 seconds per attempt at the shop,
Right.
which can be a reset for some runners.
Yeah, that's
Top
fairly
level.
significant.
Pretty sad. But at least it's not super super likely to happen, but it does
Doesn't
happen.
your any percent PB have third try speedy spin?
It does. It does.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, I need to get that updated soon enough. Oh yeah, Junior Troopa shows up throughout the game.
Yeah, he's like
Chapter.
really mad that we entered his playground.
Yeah.
Like unreasonably so.
Like fighting us till the very end of the game, pretty much mad.
He's a little bit more powerful now than he was before.
He's got defense this time.
He does.
That's about it, but
If you're not
he
prepared,
gets kind of scary.
Also, shoutouts to the only time in the run you'll use the regular hammer.
Wow, that was amazing. Never gonna see it again. Actually, I lied. Butterlords will be coming up shortly.
Oh,
but
true.
After this,
No more regular.
You get
We will still Quake
two
hammer.
hammers in the run, or for us to watch. Spoiled.
Yes. All right, here comes the speedy spin though. Short cutscene here with Twink, and then we get to check the badge shop.
Did we even explain who Twink was?
I don't think we did.
He like shows up at Princess Peach's, or at the castle, and is like basically Princess Peach's partner, who like relays information for her. Ooh,
Alright.
the first try speedy spin.
And it's in the best possible position.
Yeah, you want it in the first slot there. Least movement possible.
Yep.
As
Oh,
you
and
can
also,
see, he
that
is
badge
spinning
that's,
very speedily.
Yes, much faster. And also, if you were watching Butter's stream there just a second ago, he also grabbed the Dizzy Attack badge. It's not strictly speaking needed, but it eliminates a lot of RNG, and
That helps a lot.
yeah. It won't be used till Chapter 8, and we'll point out whenever it is used, but...
Glower hopping on the train.
Yep. One of the few cutscenes in the game with no inputs required.
We're gonna see that second hammer.
It's coming up.
Oh, not yet, not yet. Getting feisty.
Getting ahead of yourself.
Alright, so Glower starts chapter 2. I really hope Butterlord gets first try speedy spin.
I also do. He's a little behind. It'd be kind of tragic if he get more behind.
I don't want him to add more time to...
Oh, and also, so they both just leveled up on that fight. And so the route, with this route, you level up the same things every time. So there have been 2 level ups both times. So added 5 FP each time.
When you level up BP, it only goes up 3.
Right.
Increments of 3.
Alright, here we go.
Yeah, FP is more important for your first level up. Or is this our second now?
That was second. First was on the Koopa. Oh, they both got perfect
Very
speedy spin
nice.
RNG.
Was that the exact same shot for both of them? Wow.
I don't know
I
if the
think
other
it was
badges
the
were
same badge.
It might
They
have
might have
been.
been swapped.
It's pretty insane, actually.
Okay. Now we go on a letter fetching quest for Parakarry.
Yep. He's honestly not the best mailman.
He's an okay mailman.
He left all his letters. He has none of them. He left them all over the Mushroom Kingdom.
Oh, he tried.
He did try. We'll give him that. He gets a participation medal.
Mario's
his
a better
mailman
mailman.
abilities. He's a very good partner, though.
Yeah. Parakarry is used. Is he probably used the most?
I think so, at least in Glitchless.
I think he's used the most in every category as far as I know.
Okay, yeah.
Lower remembering damage dodge. He forgotten his practice run yesterday.
Oh dang, yes, that's important. That's new to this route. I don't think any other route has used it before. At least nothing recently. Maybe before my time.
Oh, I knew it. We didn't even make a comment on Wacka getting whacked.
Oh wait, did he already get the Whack-a bump? I missed that.
I think he did on the way.
Okay, you only need one. We'll point it out.
Only need
with
one?
Butter.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
another route change. Because you don't. The other one, I think before was.
Yeah,
used
he already
in
got
chapter
it. He's spinning
6.
past now.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, poor Wacka. You hammer him on the head.
Okay, he still has 7 more lives.
It's true. But yeah, you hammer him on your head. Hammer him on his head, and you get an item that gives you 25 HP and 25 FP, which is honestly kind of OP at this point in the game.
There's only 8 that spawn though. He dies if you hit him 8 times.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen in any of the Paper Mario categories, except for
100%.
which is just tragic.
It really is. Alright. And then you'll see glowers
Glower
going back.
and Butterlord overlapped for a second there, but Butterlord has a lot to do.
Oh. Yeah, sometimes you'll see that. You think that you can make it all the way to the loading zone, but you can't. And then your spin
Ooh,
stops
It's
before.
rough.
It's sad.
Glower running into Buzzer right now.
Yep.
You can just say that you're Luigi to in order to get him to leave you alone.
Yep. Yep, your options are Mario, Luigi, and Peach. If you tell him you're Mario, I guess you can do that.
He's just like, whatever, and then he's
just
like,
like,
if you
"Oh,
say
okay."
you're Peach, he's just like, no, you're not.
He doesn't buy it. He's not that
You
dumb.
are
He's a little
full of
dumb.
it.
He's a little dumb because he believes you're Luigi, but he's not that dumb. Alright, this is another routing change if you've seen runs recently. There is a coin block down here.
Yeah, I have seen that. One coin block, or is this a 10 block?
Just one. There's another there's another route that's new route that's a beginner route that it's another coin block, but
You hit like 6 of those. Why?
8 because
That
you need
part?
9 coins.
Oh, you need 9 coins. Okay.
Yep. Because you need to coming up. You need to buy the Dusty Hammer, or sorry,
Yeah,
Dried Shroom Dusty Hammer.
Try
And then
outpost shopping.
Those are the last 9 coins you need in the run.
This is the first partner upgrade block we found. Upgrade Bombette for the Dry Ruins.
Yep.
This
Lets you
upgrade
do,
gives
what,
your
1 more
partner
damage?
gives you 1 more damage and another attack. And her attack after getting upgraded is really useful. Power Bomb.
Yeah,
Lets you bomb everybody on the ground.
Very, very useful, and it's the reason that we upgraded Bombette this early. Alright, the shopkeeper's a little scared. You have to go coax him back into, draw him back into his shop. You can actually outrun him. If you go too fast into the loading zone, he won't appear and you'll have to go get him again.
Quizmo showed up again.
Ooh,
Lucky run.
it's true. Yep, so there it is, the secret code, Dried Shroom Dusty Hammer. Lets you find out where Moustafa is.
I think the way you do that regularly is you have to give a lemon to that guy,
Yeah, I think it's a lemon.
and he'll tell you, go buy these things.
It's very important to remember to do this part. I haven't done it in a long time, but I used to always forget to come here. He's going to give you the Pulse Stone. If you don't get it, you cannot continue.
You've forgotten the Pulse Stone?
Twice.
Oh no.
My
It's
splits.
so essential.
It is. My splits, I actually had stone written into them.
Oh, that's good. Alright, Glower has got the stone, and it's gonna pop up above his head. And he knows exactly where he's going, but if you didn't know, it starts to blink faster and faster. Based on what screen it's on.
Yep.
Butterlord, getting the upgrade.
Yep.
Not too far behind.
Not too far behind. Also, one nice thing about this route, that life shroom that Butter just got, we used to sell that, so then you didn't have it later. What a life shroom does is if you die, you actually get revived with 10 HP if you have one. Uses up the life shroom. Really nice if you make a mistake. Also, we need 2 of them for the final Bowser fight. So that saves time. We don't have to we only have to grab 2 of them instead of the 3 we had to grab before.
Nice and fancy cutscene for entering the ruins.
Yep.
So to end.
All right, no one's forgetting the pulse stone. No one's pulling a me. Oh, okay, this right here.
Getting the spike shield.
Spike shield, yes. Until we've oh no. Well, that's a weird movement. I have
Ooh.
never seen that movement to get that.
Looks very scary. I think it's
Yeah,
because the mummy has to swing around when it moves.
Yeah, he has a really
Little
wide
track.
turning radius,
Yeah,
which is convenient.
pretty good.
But he did that movement weird. I've never seen that.
I think he was just going for the quick grab. Like if you line up perfectly, you can just.
Oh yeah, that is probably a little faster.
It's tough to do though.
Yeah, less consistent. Alright, moving around in the ruins here, dropping the sand so that he can get the key and move on. That beetle is he gonna? Okay. If you're too low there, you can actually miss the ledge. I thought he might have been, but he was good. But yeah, that beetle, if you stay all the way to the right, he will not attack you. He'll stare right at you. Not do a thing.
Thank God. It would make that part so much more difficult.
It would. Butter bringing up the ruins. Still not too far behind.
Yeah. So for the first bit, you just grab a bunch of ruins keys, and then you get the stone keys later.
Yep.
I dry ruins. The
Oh,
mummy
watch Mario's head. Watch Mario's head. It gets big.
What the
I don't
heck?
know why
I
it
saw that.
It does that every time, and I don't know why.
Never noticed that before. That's so weird. Reminds me of like that Tiger Woods glitch or whatever. Inflate the head.
So right after this battle is one of the harder parts of this chapter. So this is where the Thunderbolt that they bought is going to come in. You can use it to attack the what are they called? Swoopers? I forget. But you can't jump on them. So
Swoopers is correct.
Swooper, okay.
Swoopula in chapter 7.
Ooh. Yeah, so he needs to first strike this Pokey with a bomb. You have to lure. Okay, he got it. That was actually pretty good.
Is that hard to do? I've never tried that.
It's once you've practiced it, it's not too bad.
But
If you're, and also that is like there's not a huge frame window, and that's really far away, kind of hard to judge. But blower's good to go. But yeah, if you've practiced it, it doesn't take that long to figure out if you practice it, but it can be pretty difficult first couple times.
Okay. Oh yeah, so we get upgrades for our boots and hammer throughout the game.
Yep.
Hammer 1 is coming up.
Quick little puzzle.
Yeah, I wish there was a faster way to do this. Isn't anything fancy, you have to just do this.
Yep. Just gotta do the puzzle. And make sure. Oh, and something else that we didn't point out that's unique to the ruins here versus any other location in the game. So the area is actually curved. So if you just
all
hold
of the
direct,
rooms.
yeah, if you just hold directly right or left, you will like skew down toward the bottom. So you have to hold like a slightly up angle. Ooh,
Gold fell off there. Our
It's
Lord's
not too
catching up now. No, that wasn't very much, but yeah, if you have to hold like slightly up of right or slightly up of left when spinning around.
Yep.
See that he kind of can't control his movement perfectly in a straight line.
Yeah, it was an interesting design choice.
Yeah, it's very strange.
All right, let's see. Is Butter gonna get the first strike? Gonna get it clean? There isn't really a quick backup if you miss it. Like you can back it up, but there's nothing quick.
What is the backup?
Don't mess
Wow.
it up.
Okay, he didn't get it.
Oh no. Okay, let's see what he does.
Oh, yikes. Maybe
He'll
he
probably-
has the answer.
No, he
Running from the fight. Okay, that's yeah, okay.
That's
That
fine.
makes sense. Not a quick backup by any means, but it works.
And you got it that time.
Quick first strike there.
Blower just upgraded paracarry.
Yeah, and he's coming up on the mini boss in this dungeon.
It's got some stone. Wait, they're called stone chomps, right?
Yep,
Okay. I forget the names of things. You never see them written in Japanese.
it's true. We'll do enough tattling in this game. Alright, that's one of the 3 stone keys that you need in this dungeon. Well, we're having a little trouble getting up the stairs.
Stairs in this game can be actually kind of difficult.
They can be.
Because you don't, if you want to be fast, you don't want to hold A and do the highest
Yeah,
possible
you don't
jump.
want to do the full jump there.
Yeah, the lowest possible jump is not enough height, and it actually varies for different stairs. Like the stairs that Butter is currently, like the ones on those platforms that move. In my opinion, those are the hardest stairs to maneuver in the game. I don't know. Alright, both have the super hammer now.
There's an order that you have to place the 3 stone keys, which is hidden by sand that Glor is about to unveil.
I honestly couldn't tell you what stones go where. I just know them by the positioning in the menu.
I've seen it enough times, I know them now. But I did have the menu memorized. I didn't even have to think. Alright. Last stone key and last stone chomp fight for Glow.
Yeah, other than the section with the pokies. Ooh,
Ooh, fancy.
showing off a little bit.
They only have 4 health, so you don't have to hit it all the way to the top.
Yeah. Aside from the section with the pokies, Chapter 2 is one of the, I guess, easier, maybe comfy, you'd say, parts of the run.
Yeah, there's nothing really crazy going on.
And nothing crazy difficult. Of course, you want to have good movement and stuff, so
Yeah, you gotta.
free, but...
Well, we're healing up before going to the Chapter 2 boss.
Oh, saving.
Saving
That
2.
is a good call. N1 knows about...
I don't want to accidentally power jump the chomp.
No, you wouldn't. Have you played Glitchless since that happened?
No,
Ooh.
never playing glitchless again. Nah,
Yeah,
I'm
so-
just kidding. But so when in this fight, there's chomp and then Tootin Koopa. And when you attack, by default, it puts you on top of the to attack the chomp. So if you don't like change the positioning, you'll attack the chomp.
Yep.
And if you attack that chomp, your run dies because you don't do enough damage to Tootin Koopa and then you get murdered.
Well, actually, now we have a life shroom, so you could continue.
That's true, actually. That's a great backup.
You still lose a lot of time, but
Oh,
that's
oh
fine.
yeah, absolutely.
yeah, see how he has to
Took that nice and
menu
slow.
around.
I saw that.
Also, these blocks, not so much that one, but the chomp's block is unreasonably hard, honestly.
Pretty tricky.
It doesn't matter. But...
Yeah, it's a good thing it doesn't matter.
Nice.
Chapter 2 boss down.
Oh, it's also worth noting. We mentioned quick jumps early on, where you can press A to cancel the crouch that Mario does before he jumps. And so they're timing that now. They have to press it with good timing. But the timing between the first jump before the chain jump is out and after actually changes. So if you're not careful of that, that can screw you up too.
I don't even think I go for the quick jump on that one.
Oh, really? Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
save that much time. I mean, max 10 frames every jump. They add up, but if you skip a couple...
Yeah. Definitely should be going for them though. I didn't do quick jumps for like my first year and a half
Oh, really?
in this game.
One less thing to think about, honestly.
Yeah, it's like nothing to think about once you
Yeah,
actually
true.
pay attention though.
True. Yeah, it
Right.
just becomes muscle memory
Just
eventually.
a little thing to save time.
Oh, and I missed it. Did Butter save?
I didn't even see.
Well, he's got the live stream, so he should be good regardless. But
He'll be fine, even if he didn't.
it's true. I have faith.
Lower is apparently ahead by 2. Says somebody
By
in
what?
chat. 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Oh, okay.
That's not that bad.
And a run as long as this, a lot can happen.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and you'll also see, so one of the reasons why Parakarry is such a good partner, the move they're using, Shell Shot, is very fast. One of the
It's
faster.
fast and does good damage.
Yeah, lots of damage. Well, we'll be upgrading him one more time in Chapter 5, and at that point, Shell Shot does 7 damage, which is definitely a lot. Yep, they are both good. We're maneuvering through the library.
Gotta be careful here. These Koopa trolls can notice you.
Oh,
Even
no, we
when
got
you
caught.
don't expect them to.
That was actually kind of close.
Butterlord picking up the second Star Spear. The Hammer Bros and Koopa Troll are talking about Peaches.
Forever
on the
Forest?
side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Tubba Blubba, something along those lines.
I
Yeah,
know they say Tubba Blubba or something. Each cutscene is something along the lines of giving Mario a hint on what to do.
Right. Which is very useful casually, not so much in a speedrun.
No.
We already know where we're going.
You grab this T-Rage here?
You do.
Yeah, okay. There's
Yeah.
a T-Rage hidden on top of a block. Really easily on your way out of Chapter 2. There.
Yep, so we get that because otherwise the other option is hitting a coin block, another coin block 5 more times to get the coins to buy another Thunderbolt, but it's faster to just grab that one later on. Alright. Making our way back, Glor's making his way back out of Chapter 2. Get to see Buzzer again.
Buzzer doesn't remember you. Just gonna ask you again.
He'll never remember you. You can keep walking back and forth. Keep telling him you're Luigi. And it is slightly faster to fall off and hit that spring than to use Parakarry to cross that gap.
Good, that's what I've been doing.
It's not much, but it's more than nothing.
I didn't even know. I heard it was like virtually the same. And now that I know it's faster, I feel so much better.
Right, grabbing a seed. That's very important.
Oh yeah,
There are
the seeds.
Four seeds hidden.
Grabbed
throughout.
one on the way to the train, and then one just now.
Yep.
That is
You need
used to get to Chapter 6.
Yep. Gotta have them all. If you're playing casually, I feel like that. It's been a while since I've played casually, but I feel like that was one of the harder parts, is figuring out how to get to Chapter 6, where the seeds are.
Yeah. I don't know if Merlon, the hint guy, tells you to look for some seeds. I think he tells you to look.
Yeah, he probably does.
Merlon's so helpful.
Yeah.
On the speedrun, though. Do you get, quick change in the speedrun?
You do not.
Okay.
You have no need for quick change.
We'll still see Merlon again, don't worry.
Yeah. Alright, off into Forever Forest.
Place scares me.
Scares him too.
Scared me as a child, I should say. And still now.
I feel like your guard should be a little brave. Isn't his name like Feisty or something like that?
That is correct. That's actually his name. Yet he's scared in the little hut.
It's not very feisty.
That is not feisty at all. This guy's name is Bootler, and he's very scary.
Chapter 3. All right. So the way that this forest works is that there are in every room there are 4 different exits, and only one of them takes you to the next place. And so normally what you would do is there's something different about each one that would let you know, okay, this is the one to go through.
Yeah,
For
like
the
you
run,
can either check a bush or a tree will wagon, or
Yeah.
more mushrooms. There's a bunch of different.
yeah,
There's also multiple paths sometimes where there's like
there's some
baddies
offshoots.
hidden in the forest. But for the most part, you're just following the path. But they already have the route memorized.
Yep, it's the same every time. Another thing you'll notice, and
Luckily.
this is
Thank
kind
God
of
it's the same. That'd
Yeah.
be terrible.
that would be actually. Here's the
Yeah,
third
and
seed.
seed number 3.
Yeah. Another small thing you'll notice is it might seem like Glower is like when he first enters the room, might seem like his first spin is way longer than the rest. A more advanced technique is that if you hit a wall at a certain angle, there is actually your spin will cancel without doing a jump, like just the same as if you'd hit a ledge. And conveniently enough, in this room, all you have to do is hold right or left to hit
Yeah,
that.
I was messing with this recently because I never did it too bad.
Saves a little time.
Yeah. Arriving at Boo's Mansion. I think that's what it's called. Boo's or Bo's?
I think it's Booze. Actually, it could be Bo. I'm not sure.
No, I think it's Boo's. But Bo's just running it, I don't know.
No enemies here, despite there being tons of Boos. Boos actually aren't. I don't think you. Are there ever any Boos that you have to fight? Like even.
Is a Duplighost a Boo? They can turn it. They can turn into Bo. There you
Iffy.
go. There you go. That's the only time you'd ever fight a Boo in this game.
Right.
I know you can fight them in a T2ID.
Alright,
think?
open up this.
I don't know. There's a bunch of Boo puzzle mini games in this mansion that are RNG dependent, but not very much. So, a couple of seconds at most.
Yep. Sometimes it can be really hard to tell where he drops this record.
Yeah,
That one
that was quick actually. Wow.
Yeah, that's some pretty good RNG. You just have to jump or hammer on the Boo, and he'll drop the record.
Oh, Butterlord looks like he took an encounter inside of
Ooh.
forest there. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, sometimes that fuzzy, like it's
That fuzzy is very unpredictable.
yeah.
There are times where it seems impossible to dodge him. He'll just jump right into you.
Yep.
Playing the record to distract a Boo from the chest. And it worked.
He likes his
If you do
music.
it too quickly, he'll go back and guard the chest. Point.
He's bad at his job, but he's not that bad.
Yeah. In all cards, you can do a glitch where you just jump in at him at a certain angle.
Yeah, that trick is annoying.
That trick is terrible. It's extremely inconsistent, I feel.
Yeah, luckily you can try it a lot of times very quickly, but
Yeah. You can also push the Boo with Bomb Bet, which makes it easier.
true. Yes, gives you a little more leeway into where you can grab it. Alright, and then the final, I think it's the final mini game.
Final minute game here, and we're getting our second boot upgrade.
Or first boot upgrade. Second overall.
Or I
upgrade.
guess, yeah, I guess we start with boot.
Oh, that was man.
Was that
I-
6? Is that the
I think
lowest?
I think it was the lowest.
Yeah, that was good.
That is what you want to see in Boo's Mansion. Alright, Butter starting the record minigame.
One mini game behind. Not too bad. Oh, and the thing you can do with these boots, you can do a double jump. Or like a ground pound, I should say. useful for hitting large switches.
Yep. And for breaking panels on the ground.
Oh yeah, pretty much essential. You should open that chest. There's a nice surprise in the chest.
If you're playing yourself, go open that chest. Would recommend. Oh, and something you might not notice, like running around here. I forget which door it is, but one of the doors you go through, it actually disappears behind you. So you have to continue on and find your way out. I think it's the room with the super boots.
Yeah, that's correct.
Makes it a little more spooky.
Jumping into a painting to go to the 3rd floor. Getting our 5th partner here.
Bow. Her out of sight ability is extremely useful in battle.
Oh yeah.
I think we only use her twice in the overworld.
I liked when you used her for spook.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, there's a skip found for her. There's a way to skip Bow and still beat Chapter 3, which in other categories, obviously you can't skip her in glitchless, but in other categories it adds a ton of RNG.
Yeah, it makes the run very brutal and unforgiving.
Yeah, very
In
very
all
unforgiving.
cards. But you gotta go fast.
It's true. Got Bow going on to Gusty Gulch.
But yeah, about Bo. So her ability Spook acts like a freight jar.
Or no, we don't use... Or, did I say Spook?
Yeah.
I meant to say out of sight. We don't use Spook in this route.
Yeah, we used to use Spook. It's difficult to get the bar for Spook to go really high or max. And so you would get fails whenever you tried to use it. And now that's replaced with, I think, just killing the enemies or a freight jar.
And Hurricane.
And then Hurricane as well.
Yeah.
Which is another partner's ability.
Yeah, it is significantly easier to get Hurricane from Lackluster to 100% than it is to get Spook to 100%. Very few people actually can get Spook to 100%.
No!
No, not Stanley, dude!
They didn't even do Stanley skip.
uh,
That's unfortunate. There's actually a glitch that you can do in all cards that skips the cutscene with Stanley. Stanley save is the trick.
Yeah.
But it's also
Stanley.
faster.
I feel like we should do it anyway, even if it wasn't faster. Gotta save Stanley.
True. True. Okay, we'll save Stanley later.
It's true.
Just delayed Stanley skip.
Alright, so what you're gonna see here, this is not a mistake that Glower's about to do. He's getting first struck on purpose. So what's gonna happen is we mentioned it earlier, but there is a badge up ahead called Mega Rush that lets you do...
He blocked the attack.
No, he blocked it. What's he gonna do?
I don't know,
But no.
probably get spiked or something.
Probably. Showing off a little bit again.
Yeah, we don't have Mega Rush yet, but it's on the 2nd floor, hidden away. So
Yep.
by the time we get it, we'll have...
Yeah, that badge combined with Power Bounce lets you do some obscene amounts of damage, especially once you combine it with Super Jump Charge, which you get in chapters.
Oh yeah. Trifecta. Butterlord. Just getting into Gusty Gulch here.
About to watch Stanley die again.
Wow, do Stanley save.
Mm.
He didn't do it, it's too late.
Rip Stanley. on that clubber. It's pretty
Oh, yeah,
kind of a tight
and-
window there.
I forgot to. These guys that swoop in and pick you up.
Oh,
Blower
yeah.
actually got picked up by one of those taken outside. It's actually slightly faster for them to just grab you and take you outside than actually backtrack there.
Yep.
Not by much though, I don't think, but still faster.
And in this room, you're supposed to use bow to not get hit by the spikes. But with speedy spin on, you can move fast enough that you can just skip it and skip doing that entirely.
And he took his 1 damage, so he's at peril now.
Yep.
Which is nice.
Yeah, and also,
Gotta-
luckily in this, oh, sorry,
We got a glitch coming up right here.
glitch in quotation marks.
I don't know.
Also debatable. Also
this
debatable.
is probably my #1 debated glitch in this one.
Yeah.
In the glitch list.
Yeah, you're intended to open up a drawer and jump up and get that with paracarry. Ooh, that was clean.
That was fast.
Oh, he almost messed
Wow.
it up, but he
That
didn't.
was risky. Pressed A slightly too early on the lock. Or open the door, sorry. After you take off the lock. And he jumped and still got the door open without encountering the club. Pretty amazing.
Yeah, didn't lose any time, but that was awfully risky. What the?
Wow, he's taking it real slow with Tubba.
Dang.
Never seen that.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
he
normally
dropped
you can
an
just-
input there.
Oh, that's probably what happened. Yeah, that's another thing about Wii U, is that sometimes it just drops inputs.
Just because.
Just because.
Okay.
It's unfortunate, but it's the way it is.
Alright. Butterlord getting taken out. What's this guy's name? Yaki?
Yaki. Yep.
What a name. So appropriate too.
Very, very appropriate. Also, I don't know why Tubba thinks this is
Tubba
the,
in bed.
In bed. I don't know why he thinks this is the correct time to be taking a nap, but he does. So.
There's an
Someone's in his
incorrect
castle.
time. There's an incorrect time to take a nap?
Well, if there's an intruder in your home, I would call that the incorrect time.
Nah, don't worry about it.
It's debatable. It's a short nap, though.
There's actually a trick to get out a little bit early and skip the chase, a bit of the chase. But we don't do it because it's a glitch.
Yep. Yeah, and so the story behind this, why we're not fighting, like, he's the boss. The reason why we're not fighting him right now is he is actually invincible.
Yeah.
If you were to try and fight him, you could encounter him now and try and fight him, but you would not be able to kill him. I don't even think you could do damage, could you?
No, I think it just like dinks every time you hit him.
Yeah, he's just got like infinite defense or something.
Yeah.
So his secret,
Yeah.
his secret is that his heart is not in his body, which somehow makes him invincible.
Which
So we gotta
explains
go.
the patch on his chest there.
Yep.
Removed, but somehow living. Star Rod is a magical thing.
It's true.
Ooh, didn't get the
Nope.
get the tech skip there.
Yeah, if you're fast
The
enough
text
and you
skip?
get good
Yeah.
RNG, you can skip that text box. But
So I think they're vague in saying there's a secret in the windmill, but we're heading to the wind with Glower here, and we find Hubba Blubba's weakness.
you know, despite the fact that Yaki made a lot of noise, we still got him. Still used him to open the door.
And here's where you're gonna see Mega Jump and Power Jump,
Yep.
Power Bounce combined.
So
Mega
right before he
Bounce,
opens
sorry.
this last door, you gotta switch badges. So this is why he got to 1 HP. And you'll see the damage output compared to what he was doing before. And Power Bounce lets you keep jumping on an enemy as long as you keep hitting A at the right time, unless you get capped, which happens a random. It lets you get a random
point
number.
that stops.
Yep, it's different for every
Those
boss.
values are different. Like the minimum cap you can get on the 4,
Yeah, it's a 4 cap.
but others, I think the lowest minimum cap you can get on see on the later boss.
I think you're cutting out a little bit. But yeah, the lowest cap you can get is a 3. Different bosses, like on any boss, like Bowser, Final Bowser, the lowest one is a 3. But for the heart is 4, and so to kill that heart, you need either 2 5 caps, a 6 and a 4 cap, or if you get double 4 cap, you can just shell shot an extra time. And luckily, the heart takes his first turn to charge, so that gives us enough time to do all the damage we need.
That charge attack does a lot.
It does. Do not want to do not want to get hit by that. Oh, hardest boss in the game right here. Oh, okay, that's close.
That was a toughie.
Not so.
He
not
only
so
has
tough.
10 health there.
Not so tough with his heart.
Stanley is saved.
Good stuff. And Butter about to fight the heart himself. Alright, remembering the badges. It's very bad if you forget to switch badges there before you enter the door. You want to do it at the
Since
last
all the
possible.
rooms are the same, sometimes you can get confused and just enter the room not have swapped badges.
Yeah, you got to be paying attention. Like you will die.
Quick speedy spin equipped there before he hit the card.
Yep, you upgrade badge points there, so now you
Always
can
want to
have.
have your speedy spin on.
Always want to have speedy spin on. Like I don't know how much time it saves over not using it, but it's somewhere in the range of minutes.
It's gotta be quite a bit.
It's got to be. I mean, no one's tried it without. So it's not
I think
it's
just as like an
surprise, but-
example, it's like a second saved per room. I think at least, depending on the room.
That sounds right. So at the end, I know depending on which strat you do, you may or may not have speedy spin equipped after Final Bowser or not. And there's a small section of movement, just 3 moves, and it saves about 3 seconds having it versus not having it. So add that up over the course of a run, especially a glitchless run where there's a lot. It's a lot longer.
I know I counted the rooms in all cards that you go through. 400 and something.
Oh,
I'd
wow.
assume it's more, which is lots of seconds there.
That is true. All right. All right, on to the next. Or wait, oh, actually, so what just happened there in Glower's Peach cutscene? Bowser and Cammy just asked Peach what Mario's least favorite things are.
Oh yes.
So we told her a mushroom, a thunder rage, and I actually don't know what the third one is. It doesn't matter. You just choose.
Yeah, the third one we don't even get to see, so we just I think.
Yeah, just do the first one because it's faster.
The option you can pick that's like easy one is a super soda or something.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, so we're gonna be bothered again by our upset friend.
Junior Troopa. He's been practicing.
Yeah,
He knows a few more skills than he knew before.
blending into the forest.
He can fly now. Yeah, luckily we talked about power bounce caps, and luckily the minimum that you can get on Junior Troopa is 5, and that's exactly what we need here. So RNG is not a problem in this fight. Yeah, you block the first attack, don't block the second attack. That gets you down to 1 HP.
Manipulating peril is important.
Very important. And this should do it.
Won't see him again until after Chapter 5.
Yep. He'll have even more tricks up his sleeve by then. Yep. And if you take a wrong turn in Forever Forest and then leave again, you will leave the Forever Forest.
Oh
So that's
yeah, it
actually
just takes
pretty
you right
quick.
back to the beginning. Shy guys have invaded Toad Town.
Been stealing items all over. If you were to walk around Toad Town, you'd see shy guys running around with items, taking them into their toy box that we're about to enter.
And also just causing a ruckus.
Yep.
Jumping on the bed. Jumping on the flowers.
Yep. So there's actually a door here. Need to go in invisible with bow. Let this shy guy show up and open it for us so that we can go in. Jump into the toy box.
And that's the start of Chapter 4.
Alright, see, now we get to see the first item that Peach said that Mario is very afraid of. I don't know, it looks pretty freaky
That's
to me.
terrifying.
I mean, it has eyes and everything.
You guys do that movement manipulation for the pink station?
I'm not very good at it, but I
You're not
lost
very- okay.
I died to that last night in a run. It wasn't good.
Yikes. Okay.
So I don't know what they're gonna. Oh, he's going mushroomless. Okay, so the strat here, if you do it wrong, it was actually just recently found that there was a manipulation for it. But there's a room coming up here where if you do the movement wrong and don't get the manipulation on the enemy, you can get first struck and it's out of your control. And you're at 1 HP right now, so that would use up your life shroom and lose a lot of time.
Is that okay to have happen? Now that we
It's
have that
okay
extra
now.
life room? Okay.
Yeah, it's okay now, so it's not the
Okay.
worst thing if it happens.
Our Lord finishing up Forever Forest.
Yep.
Gotta get the train.
Yeah. Also the Volt Shroom.
Oh,
That's another new thing. For
Lantern
Fuzzy
Ghost there. Fuzzy Peed. Okay.
yeah,
There's
we
a
get the other
There's a
one.
Volt Shroom just right in that room, yeah.
Yep.
You guys don't do Volt Shroomless Lantern Ghost?
We do not. I didn't even know there was a Volt Shroomless Lantern Ghost.
It's a terrible strat. It's terrible. It's bold. It just puts a bunch of risk for like 5 seconds of time save.
Ugh. You just have to get higher caps. Is that all it is?
Yeah, you need like a 5 and a 5. You can't get a 4 or you die.
It's not terrible odds, but
Yeah.
not odds I want to take.
It's not good. Now the train's in, we can maneuver.
Get around. There are 4 different rooms. Got to go to all of them. Don't need to go to all the rooms in all of them, but need to go to all the 4 main rooms. Or stations, I should say.
Yeah, stations. Okay, so here's the movement manipulation.
Yep, I think you got it.
Hopefully he did that.
We'll find out if not.
So like once you hit the little spring boards out of those star boxes, you can't move for a set amount of time, and that's the time that the enemy can attack you.
Glow showing off a little bit more. Just
Yeah, he's out of sight and all over the place.
yeah, you have to. Oh, Butter's going mushroomless too.
Ooh,
They're both confident. So Glower picked up a Thunder Rage there, the Ice Power Shield, Ice Power badge. Okay, and he did the
Ooh, he didn't
manipulation
even notice
correctly.
at all. That's good. I like that.
Yeah, that's the enemy that can screw you over. But he's good to go. It's a little bit of backtracking in this level.
Yeah. Gotta go get some cake.
Yep.
For a rather large gentleman.
Quite large. I was trying to think of some other way to say it. Couldn't think of anything. He likes his food. He likes his
He's
cake.
like
Put it at
20
that.
Shy Guys worth of a shot. You give the frying pan back to Taste Tea, and she gives you cake in exchange. It's a good trade.
Yeah, she's very pleased. But she only bakes you one slice, which I guess she kept the rest of the cake for herself, which is fair.
I mean, if it's as delicious as this guy thinks it is, it's gotta be good.
That's true. Alright, that was the manipulation. Oh, that's not good. Okay, I think he still saved it. But
I missed that. What
sometimes
happened there?
he starts really far to the right and doesn't see you at first.
Oh, okay.
That's what
Oh.
happened to me last night.
Oh.
Oh, he loves the
This guy's hilarious.
cake. Gourmet guy. And it is not the last of him that we'll see.
Moving way too fast. He drops the cookbook, which you use to... You give that to Taste Tea, and then you can combine ingredients. But that's not used in anything besides 100%.
Yep, just...
There.
Oh, no! Oh, he got lucky.
Oh,
He
that
got
was close.
lucky.
Very nice.
Yeah, so there's a couple frames where you just can't move after landing, and that's when he'll first strike you.
That pyro guy is scary on the way back from the
He is.
ink
He moves
station
faster than
switch.
you do.
He moves so fast.
You have to take a good angle. Butter on his way to go get the cake himself. Alright, in this room, what you're supposed to do is go get, what is it, the dictionary?
Yeah, you need to get the... You get an... one of the Shy Guys is holding this piece of paper in like a language that doesn't exist or something, and then you give the dictionary to the librarian and he decodes it for you and tells you the order that you're supposed to hit these boxes in. But it's the same every single time, so we already know the order.
Yep. So we can just move on.
So yeah, quick stop at the green station. And the red station's where the action in a chapter happens.
Yes, this is where both the first, I guess, mini boss and then final boss are. Alright, hit the heart block. I imagine Glower's gonna save here. Yep. Because this is one of the
That's
areas.
smart.
Yeah, this is one of the areas where it's a really low chance. It's something like a 2% chance.
Is it the double four that
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, if you
Like
get
the same
four-
odds as getting 3 capped, right? Ooh, could not get the quick
Rough.
cycle on the platform there.
But yeah, there's a really low chance of same as getting 3 capped on other bosses. You
Yeah.
get 4 capped twice on Lantern Ghost, and then you just don't deal enough damage, and you die. And you would still be able to beat him here, but then the problem is you need to be in peril when you start the next fight, and you would have to find a way to get back into peril, and it's just slow. This is the last time that Goombario is useful.
Yeah, people used to use bow to just slap the lantern a couple times, but using Goombario's faster.
Yep.
A little bit.
Yeah, you only need to hit the lamp 2 times for Lantern Ghost to be visible enough to attack. And he did not get capped either time. GG Lantern Ghost.
Partner number 6. Wad isn't used very much, is she?
I think she's used in this fight, and that might be it.
She used in a Fuzzy Pete?
Oh, and Fuzzy. No, you just do nothing. I mean, she's out. Like, she's the partner.
She's just out during the fight.
She
You don't
just
actually.
shows.
Alright.
Yeah, you do nothing a lot until you're in peril and then you attack. Power bounce. Did not get. So there. Blur didn't get either of them. There are some cycles you can get there. If you're fast and get some good RNG on the platforms that let you go a little bit sooner.
Butterlord just arrived at the red station
Alright.
to head over to Lantern Ghost. Gloria is about to head over to General Guy.
Oh, Butter also did not get the early cycle. It's okay, it doesn't lose that much time.
It's like a few seconds. It's nothing.
Oh,
Mm.
I assume Gloria's still going.
I hope his game didn't crash.
Oh no, he's
Okay.
okay. There he is. He's
Okay,
back.
there we go. He's just dropping a couple frames there. I was scared.
Yeah, right.
I was like, oh no. Not before the cake.
Right? Alright, here we go. Also hoping that Butter doesn't get double 4 capped. Okay, good. He's good. That's a 5 cap. Next one, he's good. And then for General Guy, got a few different sets of Shy Guys that come out. And this is where we mentioned this fight and the Lantern Ghost, where if you're running this game on Wii VC, it's not an issue on Wii U, but on Wii VC, there's a lot of lag, and the game compensates for this by speeding up and actually skips frames sometimes. And too often, those lag speed ups happen in the middle of a jump, and you'll miss your action command.
Lower stream is in slow motion for me.
It
This is
is.
pretty good. This is giving Butterlord a chance to catch up. Looks like Butterlord is going super fast to me now.
Right? Normal speed is super fast now.
He's having a quick prayer.
praying for the internet.
Bless RNG.
That sprite right there is actually an emote in the Paper Mario speedrunning Discord. Just doing a freeze frame on it. All right. Well, hopefully he's able to get that figured out. Oh, there. Oh, this is interesting. This is interesting how it's.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. He's using power shot.
It seems that his run is still happening. It's just stream is not
Oh, are we back?
cooperating.
I think we're back.
Oh, here we go. Up to speed.
Okay. Well, it's hard to tell what just happened in the fight, but
We'll get to see it.
go
Butterlord's
forward.
about to do it.
Yeah. Looks like he's recovered though, so that's good. I was a little worried there for a bit.
Yeah, I think there were just a few frame drops there on Glower's end, but everything looks to be okay now.
Good stuff. Nice quick power jump on these guys. 3 jumps will do it. Got some stilt guys. I think
Yeah,
that's what
there's
they
like
call
4 different battles that have to go on. Yeah, they're called guys. General guy sends his fleet
it. Yeah.
to fight you before he does anything.
Here's the first instance of using Starstorm. It's usually only used if it's the only option in the speedrun, because it does a lot of damage and attacks all enemies, but it's pretty slow.
Yeah.
So it has its uses, but try to avoid it when we can. Alright, this first Shy Stack, this is one of the few enemies that I don't go for the quick jump on. It's just so soon. The time from choosing jump to whenever Mario is crouching is really fast.
Yeah, it's like nothing. And Power Shock is really easy on that Dex. Because we can't be attacked otherwise.
Yeah, then we'd die. That would be no good. Obviously.
Glower gonna make a fancy cake.
Yep. Hopefully this goes well. I don't think he has any trouble with it now.
He better not. He's come on now. He's messed us up too many times.
He has. I think one time he baked the cake for like, so you need to bake the cake for a minimum of 23 seconds. I think he did it for 22. And then another time he put a wrong ingredient in. Put in butter when he was supposed to put
In
in
slow motion again,
sugar.
don't worry. We'll make sure that cake is nice and baked.
Yes. Wish I could bake a cake for 23 seconds and be done.
Just throw the oven on to 800 degrees. Good to go.
Yep. Ooh. Internet's struggling a little bit again.
At least it's not completely frozen.
It's just making sure you see everything that's happening on his stream. You know, you can't miss it.
Can't miss
is
this
the
door
important
opening
part.
right now.
Very
We'll skip
important.
some later parts when he's actually making the cake that don't matter, but
Yeah, Glower is continuing. It's just might be some slowdown in his end. Not sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll
Yeah,
come
it's
up soon.
just some frame drops.
There we go. Or not. Well, for anything that Glower skips over with his frame drops, you'll see on Butterlords. So that's good.
That is true. Yeah, somehow Gourmet Guy got up into Bowser's Castle. I don't know how he got up there.
Oh, remember when he was flying and he dropped his recipe book? Where do you think he landed?
Ooh, well, that is a good point. He just kept going up.
He became a rocket. Having a nice storytelling session there.
Yep. Oh, nice.
Okay,
Oh.
whoa. Went all over the place on that one. Okay. This is like the fastest cake baking I've ever seen.
Yep. Well, it might end up being slow.
Staring at an oven all of a sudden. Okay.
Already out of the oven.
He zoomed right over there. Oh my god. Alright. It looks like it's
It looks
good
like
now.
it's
That's
Yeah,
good
so
to see.
we'll get to see what happens on Butterstream. Yeah, so if Gourmet Guy likes the cake, he'll go crazy again. If he does not, he will spit it out. So we'll know if Glower did it right or wrong right away. Oh, he's going crazy.
Oh, he got it. That's good.
I love this guy. Yeah, and the aim mashing you have to do here, it's not very demanding. You can casually just tap A. I don't know exactly how many presses it takes, but it's not a lot. Yeah, this is the only category where you get to see the cake being made. Every other category skips it.
Doesn't even happen in 100%.
Nope.
Yeah, gourmet guy spills the beans on where to go next in every cutscene.
Yeah, cake is his weak spot. Alright, Glower's on to the whale, who just now appeared. Having a little bit of a tummy ache problem.
Let's see if Glower can get the fast fuzzy peed fight.
Mm,
That's a tough one.
it is. I've actually never gotten it.
Like a frame perfect jump after moving a bit. You'll see if he gets it.
Oh, no.
Ooh. He was
Yeah, you can-
close.
Yeah, you can encounter him there. It only saves...
Yeah, it's not too much. A few seconds.
I can use that other Volt Shroom we picked up. What that does, enemy attacks still hurt Mario, but they also hurt whoever's attacking. And that 3 extra damage that it's going to cause actually lets us... Or no,
Also
actually...
does it prevent
Yeah.
Fuzzy Pete taking anything away from you? Because
Yeah, that's
Fuzzy
the
Pete will
real
attack you and take your boots items or your hammer. But if you
Yep.
have the Volt Shroom, like there, that attack would have taken. But because we have the Volt Shroom on, we get to keep all of our stuff.
Yep. And then 4 jumps, 0 kill him. Nice and easy. Alright. Looks like Butter had a good cake as well. Moving on. Haven't been any major disasters since chapter 1, I don't think.
I think the worst that we've seen was the pie jump fail there.
Yep. Everything else has been pretty solid.
I know that Butterlord's gotten a few encounters. I think is Glower
Yeah.
encounterless so far?
Ooh, I think he is. I think he
Pretty
is.
good. That could all change in chapter 5. Chapter 5
Yes.
mess for encounters.
Yep. That jungle section. Yeah, there are a few Shy Guys that are very hard to avoid. And get to go out with Colorado. Wants to find some treasure here. It's not very good about.
Instead, finds a fuzzy.
Yep. I actually never knew this when I played the game casually. I always thought you had to fight the enemies that he gets.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about this room either. And we just grabbed a repel gel there.
Yep. There's another one you can get in chapter 7, but that one is actually slightly faster. So we get that one. We do not get the other one.
Talking about the one by the tree there.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like barely faster.
Yeah. I can't imagine it'd be very much.
They're both along the way. You don't really have to go out of your way for either of them.
So Glower has been maintaining this lead pretty much since the start. Do you feel like there are enough points left in the run in which Butterlord has an opportunity to catch up, or it's going to be pretty hard
Oh,
at this
definitely.
point?
Well, you gotta keep in mind that Glower's also being pulled by Wii. Like, Glower's also doing really well. Like, he's not making any mistakes, but Wii U is gonna be faster no matter what by a pretty significant amount. So, but there's definitely mistakes that could happen in this run for Glower to fall behind.
Yep. The lava piranha block, that one can be difficult to hit. If you get 2 chances at it though, so that's probably not going to happen. The enemies in this room though, or in this section in the jungle, there's like 3 of them I think that are really hard to avoid. So that's some chance. And then as well as RNG on bosses, that could certainly do it. Yeah, there are definitely some places. Okay, that's the first one that's hard to avoid.
Very small island, and that spear guy moves pretty quickly around.
Yep. Yeah, especially towards the end of the run, the bosses at the end, the strategies we use are consistent to beat them, but how fast you beat them can vary by a lot. So that's also another area where you can lose probably like over a minute, I'd say, if like you got really bad RNG over like the average.
Alright, Glower's coming up on a really finicky shy guy. Spear.
Yeah,
This guy is...
you have to do a very specific movement to avoid him.
This guy does not like to be manipulated.
Also, that flower, I think it's the only time that you're required to press the Z button in the game to beat it.
Huh.
Oh, he didn't do it right. He's got to go back.
He'll try it again. He'll try it again.
Oh, okay, he got it.
That should be good. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You have to go far enough to the right that whenever you
You have
go
to
back to the
pull
left,
up to
it, like,
right by
passes.
that tree. And then he's just very confused.
Yeah.
Spams question marks.
Butter's going on. Oh, and we didn't mention they got sushi. Butter's getting her right now. Lets you swim on those platforms, although you've probably already noticed. Lets you move around. You can get around the jungle. All right, up here he's gonna grab. This is another new addition. He's gonna grab a fright jar out of this tree. Can you just use that in chapter 6? It has the potential to save a lot of time. On average, it saves like a second, depending on how many enemies run away. You can lose a little bit of time. A little bit of time if it fails on both, though. It's a 25% chance it loses you time. 75% chance it saves at least some. Pretty good odds. And then right here, you can actually first strike this lava piranha. Or not lava piranha,
Putrid
piranha.
piranha.
Putrid piranha.
You know, weird names for all the things.
Yep. And you'll notice that that Fuzzipede that we fought, we got into peril from him, 1 HP. We're still in peril, and we're going to want to maintain that throughout the rest of the jungle. So that we can do, like you saw, we just did 12 damage in one jump. Want to be able to keep doing that. Right. Butter gets to try and avoid the shy guy now. Or spear guy, I think is what he's actually called. Ooh, clean.
Ooh, that was real quick.
Very clean. And Glowers rescued all the Shy Guys. Or, not rescued all the Shy Guys. Rescued all the
Yoshi
Yoshis.
kids?
Yoshi Kids.
Yeah.
In other
Nice.
categories, we never saved them. We just let them all out there.
They magically get saved later when we show up.
It's true. Although for a little bit there, they're not saved. They haven't appeared back, and everyone's just cool with it. They just kind of forget. Not the best parents, in my opinion.
The part that's fun is getting sushi and returning to visiting sushi.
Oh
While
yeah,
having sushi.
it's true. I thought it would break the game if you like collect sushi multiple times, and I was just like messing around and tried it the other night. It does not. You just sushi goes into your pocket, and then you get sushi.
Huh.
Game continues as if it's normal. All right, that. Oh,
Ooh.
that's another one that's hard to avoid.
That is a tough one.
And the runaway bar for that one isn't very kind to you. So when you're running away, you need to mash A to give yourself a better chance of being able to run away from an enemy. And depending on how tough the enemy is, determines how refilled the bar is. And that one
Glower
is.
has decided to leave the race.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh,
He was
it's
just
coming
loading
back.
really slow.
We're back to the slog.
Glower's internet doing its best to try and get Butter back into this.
I was about to say, I think it's okay, but nope. It's false alarm.
So Glower's just doing a block puzzle right now. He's solving it before he has like any changes in. But that makes it faster.
Yep. He already knows where the water's going to come out if he was to block the water that's already there. Butter just saved the last of the Yoshi kids.
Glower taking his sweet time with the blocks. Especially this one.
Yep. Kind of impressive keeping it in the air that long.
Yeah.
All right, kind of unfortunate thing about the way the game's designed is that so coming up, what they're going to be doing is they're going to be getting an item called the Ultra Stone, and it's a very useful item. It lets you upgrade your partners a second time. Unfortunately, there's a lengthy cutscene behind it, and there are known ways to skip that cutscene, so it's not able to be used in any categories other than. Well, actually, do you have to get it in 100%? I can't remember.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. Oh yeah,
At
because
some point you need to grab it. You need to go up to the tree and grab the tree and get the Ultra Stone because you need to get all the super blocks.
Right. So glitchless and 100% are the only ones where you can take advantage of that, which we definitely do. We upgrade Paracarry and Lackluster, who we'll get later.
Hurricane.
Hurricane. Oh, okay, looks like Glowers has beaten.
I see a tree. Okay, it's a good sign.
Yes.
Expert commentary. We see a tree.
Get to climb the tree now. Presumably. Get to teleport up the tree. Seems to be doing all right. Hard to tell, real time, but
Who really knows? Probably past the volcano by now.
Yeah, I was gonna say because it seems like if that's really where Glory is real time, that Butter is It would seem like he'd had it caught up.
He's
But-
I don't know where he would be. He might be at like the Jade Raven cutscene where they're
Might be,
building
yeah.
stuff.
Oh no. Well, we might get to see Butter pass Glower. Even if it's not actually happening.
Whoa, it's gonna happen. And the chat was worried about a lead change happening. Oh, he's pulling Oh.
ahead again.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, this is intense.
we're synced.
and Butter has taken the lead. Not really, but
Yeah, not really.
it appears that Butter has taken the lead. Now it's a race.
Gonna get these ravens. Need to go build us what is it? A zip line to get across the lava.
Yeah.
No reason for coming at me. Also to lift up this root. Yeah, kind of. You can see why we would want to skip this in a speed run that's not glitchless. Just kind of, it's kind of a long cutscene.
Yeah, it's pretty long here. Right in the middle of chapter 5.
Yeah. Man, Butter really pulling ahead now.
Oh, Glower is shooting to the lead.
Oh no!
Oh my god. What?
I've
Oh,
never seen speed like this.
whoa.
He's already got the ultra hammer.
Oh man. You skipped skipped everything. Okay. Well, there's been a drastic change in lead here.
Oh,
How did this
okay.
happen so fast?
Well, okay, has he already... Yeah, okay, no, now he's upgrading Paracarry. Okay,
Okay,
so what's
He
happened?
appears to have recovered.
Yes, he grabbed Fire Shield.
You got that life shroom?
No, he skipped Fire Shield. You don't need it, never mind.
Okay.
He grabbed the Life Shroom.
The Ultra Hammer. He got the
Ultra
second hammer upgrade.
Yeah, and that is pretty much it.
Yeah.
Okay,
There's
Butterlord
a-
is gonna go for quick.
Yeah,
Quick
quick
cycle.
cycle right here.
If you're fast, you can catch this platform.
It saves 16 seconds if you hit it. And he does. Very nice.
Bombet's struggling a little bit there. It's if you pay attention, your partners kind of struggle behind you a lot of the time. They don't move nearly as fast as you when you're using speedy spin, so sometimes you can catch them in some pretty funny situations. I gotta solve this block puzzle.
Thought Butterlord was gonna do the skip, and I was like, this is glitchless, man.
Don't
on
do
now.
it.
Glower pushing the block all the way back. But not all the way back, so you can jump a little.
You can just fall down there. And you only need to push one block in here to get across the lava. Oh, if he's fast. Okay, well. I don't know if we're gonna see it.
We're in slow motion again.
If Lower's fast, he can hit this heart block before Colorado starts talking.
This doesn't seem very fast.
Does not. He's just charging up. He's really charging up. Butter gonna get that upgrade on Parakeet.
That's to use his ultra rank attack. Very useful for 5.
Yep. Also useful later, and the extra damage that Parakeet does.
Yeah.
And he also equipped Ice Power, which will let him attack fire enemies, which is also useful against Lava Piranha.
Lower slowly making his way down to the chapter.
Saving is probably a good call. He does have 2 life streams at this point, so he would probably be fine.
He gets recapped.
He could get 3 capped. But even if you get 3 capped, you need what, a 5 cap then on the next one?
It doesn't matter if you get a 3 cap. Like, it's not detrimental to your run.
Not
Lava
necessarily.
Piranha.
I think a 3 cap and then a 4 or 3 cap on the next one.
No, okay. That's not so bad then.
Nah. But if you get a 3 cap and then a 5, I think it's a 5 cap. You don't deal as much damage the second time because it's not on fire anymore.
There's a fast fight that can happen here, right? If you get a 6 cap on the second
yeah, I'd
turn.
actually say it was. I want to say like. I'm kind of making this up. It's something like 20 seconds or something.
I heard like 20 to 30 seconds. Like,
20
it's
to 30, that
significant
sounds
for
right.
being something lucky.
Yeah, so there's 2 phases to Lava Piranha. The first phase is pretty much the same every time. The second phase depends on how high of a cap you get.
Butterlord is freezing now. What is going on?
Oh no, what's he doing?
This isn't speedrunning.
Oh, he did. Oh, I forgot. Okay, so Butterlord, I forgot to mention this. He had a Fright Jar fail.
Yeah, he leveled early.
Yes,
Yeah.
so because you'll see, if you look at Glower, he has exactly 99 experience.
Yeah.
So Glower, or Butter leveled early, which means he didn't have to hit the heart block, because he's already at full HP.
Okay.
He also didn't have to unequip Power Quake in order to equip Ice Power. Minor thing.
Both are frozen. This is great.
It's a race.
Okay. Wow, that was a scary Lava Piranha entrance.
They're just trying to give you
Oh
more
no, what's
time
happening? What's
to
happening?
make sure you know what's going on. That's all.
This is Lava Piranha.
Presumably
You didn't know.
killing them.
Oh man.
This is rough. Okay, so he's going to be what did he do? He used Thunder Rage on the first turn, and then he's going to use Air Raid second turn.
Let me just pull up the route really quick. And this is what's happening.
Just going to explain what's happening behind the scenes. Thunder Rage, Air Raid, that does enough damage to Lava Piranha in the first turn, kills the 2, I don't know, little parts of Lava Piranha so
The
they can attack.
buds.
Oh, okay, Glower's done with Chapter 5.
Wow.
I don't know what kind of a cap he got. I don't know.
Oh,
He's good on
is
here.
Glower recovered here?
Glower is recovered.
Okay. Thank God.
It's fine.
Okay.
You guys didn't want to see the fight anyway, did you?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's actually the speed strat there. Just freeze your stream.
Pause buffer.
Yeah, pause buffer. Alright, going through the castle again.
Oh, the quiz Peach cutscene.
Oh, Butterstream had a little bit of life there.
he gonna get the block? I have no idea.
We might find out, or we might skip past it.
Lava Piranha wants a kiss.
All right, he's jumping. Still don't know if he got the block. You just need to block one of two. Need to get like a laser pointer for a PowerPoint. All right, so fun fact about this quiz that Glower's taking. It's Jeopardy style in that you can buzz in first and answer every question, although no one gets a chance to answer if you're wrong. And if you just answer the first question for every single question, you will win the quiz, because the last one, the answer is the first one.
Yeah, you don't go negative if you answer wrong a bunch of times in
Right.
a row.
But winning is slow, so we don't want to win.
Yeah.
So on the last answer, he'll choose the second option to lose, so that we don't get the prize that we don't need.
Yeah, you end up +2 if you just hit the first option for every single one.
We still get the consolation prize, though.
Yeah, it's a pretty good prize.
It's pretty good. This is, you'll find out after Chapter 6, but it's actually kind of Super Mario Odyssey style. So you take control. It lets you become whatever you point the parasol at. Yeah, Glory, you're, if you can hear me, your feed as well as... Oh, Butter looks to be back. All right, he beat Lava Piranha.
Nice.
Well,
Chapter 5 is over. Again.
I'm
That's how
gonna
that boss
assume the fight went well.
It's really laggy, and it just seems like they were lagging, but that's actually the Chapter 5 boss.
Alright, I think both streams are back now, though. We didn't get to see the Chapter 5 action, but I think hopefully we're good from here on out. Got my fingers crossed.
About to pick up the final seed so that we can get to Chapter 6.
Yep.
Colorado ain't gonna give it up for free.
Yeah, you can see the bulb. I think that is that how you say that? Bulb.
Bulb, that's right.
In the background that would have the seed, but he already gave it away to Colorado. But he'll trade it for the treasure. Yeah, Lava Piranha was eating the frames. Exactly. I mean, it happened to both of them, so clearly that's what happens every time. Just run around these fuzzies. Take the whale back.
Alright, yeah, so we do apologize for those issues. Yeah, it looks like it was the internet. Both of them just happened to be at the same time, so hopefully we should be okay for now.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate, but should be
Junior
good.
Troopa, yet again.
Yeah. He swam all the way across the ocean to get us. And
I
just
don't know
missed
how big
us.
the ocean is, though.
Oh, can't see any land on the horizon, so...
Yeah, it's probably pretty significant, and you'll see that he takes his toll.
Yeah. He's really upset about us entering his playground.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Butter successfully doing the quiz as well. Got the parcel. The prize, if anyone was wondering if you win, is a gem and jelly.
That's a pretty good prize, too.
It is a good prize.
Waste
Just a
time,
little
though.
slow to get.
Yeah. You can't get it easily. You have to, like, put it in a box for Mario to pick up.
So Junior's a little fatigued from his swim across the ocean. Only has 20 HP. Luckily, we picked up Spike Shield.
Did he miss a jump there, or
He did, but he did it on
purpose?
purpose.
Okay.
We found out it's actually slightly faster to miss the first action command. You still do enough damage, but it starts the like he has a text bubble after that. It comes up just a little bit sooner.
Okay.
It's like 3 frames or something if you miss the first action command. I think it's because you hit the ground earlier or something.
Yeah, that sounds right. When you do the power bounce, you like pop off in the air and power pop off into the air.
Yep. We found it out because I accidentally missed it once, and Gloria decided to look at the frames.
It's like, wait a second, that was faster.
Okay. Gotta give all the seeds to Minty so she can plant them, grow the flowers. Oh, almost forgot a seed.
Well, we're trying to enter the door that is non-existent. Nice try, though.
And into flower fields we go. And this is one of the longer chapters in the game. It's a little bit fetch questy, but there's definitely a lot of skill involved in it. There's a lot of enemies throughout here that are hard to avoid, especially one room that has become known as the Death Room. Oh, saving. Probably a smart decision in a marathon run.
Not having to spook the moles must be nice.
It is very nice. Yeah, the old strat here involved. So Bo, had her third attack, if you upgrade her once, is Spook, and you have to hit left over and over again. That was interesting. Oh, here's the Fright Jar. Sorry, I'm jumping around, but oh, okay, that just saved a lot of time. There was a 25% chance of them both running away. Each one individually has a 50% chance. And since they both ran away, he can eat this jam and jelly in the battle, take damage from the mole, get to 1 HP, and then
Is there
attack.
a backup for if both fail? Like
There is. It's actually the old strat. What you do if they both
airlift
fail?
both of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, between the first 2 fights, there are 3 moles. Regardless of how the Fright Jars go, you need to make sure that your experience lines up, you need to make sure that you scare or airlift 2 of them away and kill 1 of them. As long as you do that, you'll be fine.
And airlift is one of Parakarry's special moves. He just picks up the enemy and drags it off screen.
Lower's gotten some really good RNG in this run.
Yeah, he has.
I don't know how he did against Lava Piranha.
I was about to say, I don't know about his Lava Piranha cap, but
Don't actually know how either of them did there.
it was A6 for both of them.
We'll just assume. Levels up here. Level up FP.
And that finishes up the moles.
Yeah, one nice thing. So in previous versions of or previous routes for this, you would have quick change on by now, I believe. The thing about quick change though is it takes 6 BP to equip, which is 2 full level ups worth of BP.
It's four.
Oh, is it 4?
Yeah, it's only 4.
Oh, but I thought there was a 6 in there somewhere. I don't know. No, I'm thinking of Power Plus, I think.
Triple dip?
Triple dip, maybe? I don't know.
That uses 6 FP.
That might be what I'm thinking of. Anyway, it uses a lot of BP, and we can save
it's
that
still
BP
quite a bit.
and instead take FP upgrades, which lets us do more special moves in battles. And we'll end up using all of it. in certain battles, especially Final Bowser. I think ideally, if with the average Final Bowser fight, you'll finish with 2 out of 30 FP left. Butter about to fight the moles as well. Let's see how he does on the Fright Jar.
Yeah. So
Or
the
how
thing
he
about
does.
chapter 6 is it's very linear because you go to there's the home base, like the center area, and then there's just the rooms like shooting out from the center. So there's not a lot of breaks you can make. Ooh, we got 2.
Wow.
Except in any percent where you can get you can get lackluster early by doing LZS jumps.
Right. There's no way to beat Huff though without pretty much
Yeah,
playing the
no,
entire
you
chapter
need
6.
to, yeah.
Wow, they both just got really good RNG.
What is that, 25% for both of them to work?
Yep.
That's actually amazing that both of them got that.
So what is that? 25% of 25%?
5%? No, that's not right, that's 20.
No, it's
6.75? I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever 0.25 squared is. That's the chances of them both getting that. It's actually faster here. He might notice that that Glower switched to Parakarry first before he. Oh wow, actually, okay. I didn't realize he did that. Glower
He
picked
grabbed
up.
the shooting star, yeah.
He picked up the shooting star, which saves about half a second over using Starstorm if you do it optimally.
It's really risky to
Yeah, for half a
But-
second.
yeah.
I mean, he got it. He saved
Yeah.
it the half second. When you're going for world records, you gotta save those times. Gotta save the frames. Alright. Butter done with the moles. Neither of them had to use airlift. That's because
Oh, Rosie here wants something prettier than
yeah, she's a little stuck up.
just a touch.
Alright, the room that Butter's in right now, this room is very narrow and has some very hard enemies to avoid.
And is nicknamed the Room of Death.
Yep. You have to go through it. You have to go both ways twice. So that's.
And that
4
B
times.
is very unforgiving.
Yes.
Super.
If you get first struck by him, if you don't block it, which is very hard to block attacks that you're first
Yeah.
struck by, it's I think 6 damage.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
it's significant. Especially when we only have 10 HP at this point.
Be yourself.
Alright, well. Lower now has something pretty. Crystal Berry to give to Rosie. She'll trade it for the Waterstone. Oh, and you got the swag spin. There's a 1 frame input where you can hit the spin button and spin there. Doesn't save or lose any time. You just do it for the swag. There's also, I haven't been paying attention to whether or not either of them are doing it. It's likely that Glower's not and that Butter maybe is. But there's also a 1 frame input, I think it's 1 frame, when you're entering a loading zone where you can use a hammer, and you just see the hammer animation and hear the hammer itself. But you don't lose any time, or gain any time. Swag hammer. Alright. Looks like Butter did not go for the shooting star. He's not going to save that half a second, but that's okay. And it honestly adds a lot of risk, because if you're unlucky, one of those spinies can be underneath you whenever you're jumping off where the block is.
Yeah, that one underneath the block tends to move where you're gonna land.
Yep. I
So
personally don't go for it.
Glower gave Lily everything with water. You need to
Yep.
get sorry, cross.
Alright, I'm guessing he won't get it, but there are 2 bubble berries that you can get from this tree up here. The first one you need to get across. The second one can be useful. It restores 5 FP, or sorry, 5 HP. Nope, he's just getting the one. Can be useful if so. Sometimes this bee coming up can first strike you. It's pretty rare, but sometimes it happens, and there's just nothing you can do about it. It's nice to have that as a
Man, this
backup.
bee.
Yeah, this bee,
He didn't even grab it. Oh, he's crazy.
he didn't.
His butter's come back.
Is this the start?
Possibly.
It might be. Well, he's saving though. He's being safe.
Yeah, never mind. He's saved. It'll still be a decent amount of time.
Yeah, and you can also eat a life shroom as a backup. He has 2 of them at this point. You only need 2 against Bowser. So, and there are more that you can pick up without losing much time along the way. I think 2 more. And a third one that you can grab that does waste a lot of time, but can be useful in a pinch. All right, he got past the bee just fine.
Didn't get drilled.
Nope. Blowing up. There's a rock there. Yep. Just see it briefly.
A momentary stop at the sun tower. Jump.
Sun is sad. He can't go into the sky. There's a machine pumping clouds into it.
Alright, coming up on the final partner here. Except we have to fight him
Ooh,
first.
you know what? Did Glower didn't did Glower jump into the spikes? I don't think he did. Unless I missed it. It's fine if he didn't. No, he didn't. Okay, this fight is actually just barely slower. Unless he has something new. But so he needs to block all 3 attacks here, and he should be able to do it. But it's not the easiest attack to block. It's much later than you would think it would be. The timing for it. If you take 1 damage, there's a different fight you can do. Is he just gonna do? Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, okay, this is a little different than a different variation of the fight that I'm
faster,
used to.
or did you just not take the damage?
I think he just forgot to take the damage because normally we had timed the fight where you take spike damage, so you're at 9 HP before you enter the fight, and then you can just get hit by him twice to get 4 damage each time. Does 8 damage, gets you into peril. So I think he just forgot, but that fight is basically, it's about the same amount of time. Maybe slightly slower. Oop. Butter also electing not to get the safety bubble berry. I mean, it is faster to not get it, so. Alright, now have Lackluster. Or Spike, as he likes to be called. Lets you go across spikes, conveniently enough. And lava, But not water. They want you across the
No,
water.
that would defeat the purpose of sushi.
It would.
Okay, let's see how Butter makes out here.
This bee, how's this bee gonna be to him?
Be nice. Okay,
Oh man,
it
these are
was-
nice to both of them. Oh, and he jumped in the spikes there to take damage.
Yeah.
There's in a lot of runs, different routes for different categories. There's a hidden Thunder Rage that you'll get there. You don't need it in this one though. An invisible block.
Yeah, I know that's used for all cards.
Yeah, I think it used to be used in glitchless as well, but no more.
Mm.
Right, and I think this is where in previous routes you would have needed a Wacka's bump. But now we level
That
on this
sounds
fight.
familiar, yeah.
Now we level up HP here. The only HP level up will do. Let's get a swap to Lackluster. You actually save a little bit of time swapping to Lackluster there. Because otherwise he pops out and has to he has a little bit of text he wants to say. So if you don't switch to him, he'll pop out and then go back into your pocket, and then you just have to switch him back out anyway. On
That
the
works
upgrade
out conveniently because you have to upgrade them, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, the clouds are clear.
Yeah. And you can see Butter fighting Lackey. If you were watching there, he didn't even have to block anything. He just took
2 full hits there.
Yep, 2 full hits. It saves a turn, but you also have to take the time to jump in the spikes. But it still ends up being just a little bit faster. I think it's like a second or something. You also need to make sure, so he did not get 4 caps in that fight. But if you get 4 caps, you have to use a shell shot instead of a skydive, which he did. And that uses extra FP, and then you would have to pick up a stinky herb on the way back to get FP back for the air raid against the machine fight.
I think this
But luckily that
beanstalk right here is why 6 is very... Because you have to give all the items.
Yep.
Too many conditions need to be met.
Yeah, lots of conditions. Yeah, even if you're watching like an all cards run, this is pretty much exactly the same. Maybe some different routing decisions against enemies, but all the overworld stuff is pretty much the same. I think there are some task only strats to save some time, but
Yeah, I know all cards is basically a vanilla chapter.
Yep. Right, going up the beanstalk. So these 2 cutscenes, the way I always describe them is they are just long enough to be annoying, or sorry, yeah, just long enough to be annoying, but not long enough to be useful. It's not quite long enough to do a bathroom break. I've tried. It is the longest cutscene. I'm pretty sure it's the longest cutscene in the game without any input requirements.
Yeah, it definitely is. Let's get S jump charge.
Yep.
Really useful badge here.
Very useful. If you've never seen a Paper Mario speedrun, or if you've never seen just a Paper Mario in general, just wait till you see the amount of damage we're about to do. Or Gloria's about to do.
So this is the trifecta I was talking about here. It's the S jump charge, power bounce, and mega. Crazy damage.
Yep, and this is the strategy on pretty much all the bosses left, besides the final 2 Bowsers, is charge, super jump charge a bunch of times, get into peril, and then do a bunch of power bounces.
Let's hope for no 3 caps here.
Yes, 3 cap would be bad. You can actually still win. There's a strategy.
Galore has lots of life shrooms too, eh?
Yeah, he has 2. I think they both have 2 at this point. Yeah, Butter almost lost 1, but then he didn't. Right, block this attack. Yep, he's good. He also has damage dodge on.
Yeah, so I'll put that on there.
Look at that. So much damage.
He didn't get 3 caps. That's good. He got the.
Get the
That's
5.
good for 1 turn.
If he had gotten 4 capped, he could have still won with a shell shot. Wouldn't lose that much
Yeah,
time.
it's nothing crazy.
But that is the best combo for doing lots of damage quickly in this game. Yeah, and we also have, we picked up damage dodge in Chapter 2, so you saw how blocking attacks let him stop 2 damage instead of just the normal 1 that it would do. And that'll be useful against actually all the bosses coming up, I think. Well, not all of them. It won't be used against Junior Troopa. No, that's a lie. It will. I'm not trying to think through things. It's still used. It's used on all the bosses left. Except for Hallway Bowser, that's the only one, because you don't actually take any damage from him.
Alright, this is the long...
Yes.
I feel like I go into autopilot every time.
Yeah, this is the one I mentioned earlier that is... oh, okay, he's going for the copy up here. He's going for risky strats. He got it, though. If you get too close, they'll see you. But it lets him turn into whatever enemy he points the parasol at. Super Mario Odyssey before it was a thing. What was that, 17 years before it was a thing? Alright, Butter about to fight Huff as well. And one thing you need to be careful of, you'll notice he'll probably, I know Glower did it, he'll probably intentionally not block the first attack. Let's see if he does. Yep. And so the reason he does that is because the wind attack that Huff does on the second turn, in addition to the damage, like you'll see the damage bar coming up here. So like right now he's going to try and hold it at 6. If you actually have an A press timed just right, you can also do a regular block in addition, so it would have done 4 damage instead. And so if you block the first attack and then accidentally block the second attack, you're in trouble because you're not going to be able to get into peril. So that's why you wait until the second, I guess, butt stomp. Okay, no 3 cap.
No 3 cap, that's good to see. Another 5.
Let's go.
That's common.
Yeah, luckily in this category, you only need a 5 cap to get a quick kill. In specifically in any percent no Peach Warp, you need a 7 cap is ideal. It's only an 8% chance. 6 cap isn't that much slower, but anything less than that, and you're losing a lot of time. All right. Butter finishing up getting the 6th star spirit.
And Glower about to finish up the Peach cutscene.
Alright.
We're gonna get to visit
You have to remember to stop at Merlon. If you forget, you won't be able to continue.
Yeah, if you don't stop and talk to him, you skip a cutscene that sends the Ninja. Are they called Ninja? To
Yes,
open up the
Ninja.
door? Yeah, there's a door that needs to be opened.
Side note, if anyone can figure out how to get past that blue door without doing this, we would very much appreciate that. Yeah, and this is also if you were to get quick change, that's where you would do it. If you spin jump 3 times in that room, quick change will fall from the ceiling, and then that allows you to swap partners in battle without using up their turn, which is very useful, but we don't actually use it in the run.
It's a really good badge. It's used in all cards.
Yep. Alright, so this blooper fight, Blur's going to need to block 2 attacks, and if he wants to do things the fastest, there are backups if he misses it, but he needs to hit both of these blocks. Alright, that's 1. You need to be at either exactly 15 or exactly 13 HP for the fight against Junior Troopa. 14 will not do it. 12 or less will not do it. Alright, he looks like he's good to go. Still has to get through the sewer without getting any encounters. Getting first struck or anything. But the reason that is just the way the math works out with damage dodge and blocking attacks against Junior Troopa in Chapter 7 coming up. If you're at 15 HP, you can block 1 of 2 attacks and you will get into peril. If you're at 13 HP, you can block both of them and get into peril. But anything other than that, there's no quick way to get into peril against him.
A bit of tricky movement here. Really tight.
Yeah.
These guys are spiky, so you can't jump on them.
Yeah, anywhere that it's a narrow hallway with enemies tends to be pretty hard to avoid them.
Does he get a life from here? Or does he already have a bunch?
He already has 2, and so since he doesn't need any, you can get more as backups, but it's just a waste of time if you already have the 2. And I'm sure he doesn't plan on losing another life shroom, so.
Yeah, the reason I asked that is because there's a secret life.
Yep. Yeah, secret one. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
That's not the worst thing that could have happened.
That'll be his first encounter of the run.
It is. Yeah, these guys are really hard to avoid. They are not consistent.
Coming back this way, they're not consistent. When you're going the other direction, you usually get away with it, but...
Yeah, I think it still has something to do with how long you're in the room.
Yeah, they start to move around.
Yeah. Yeah, so he didn't lose any damage though, so he lost the time from the encounter, but shouldn't lose any more than that.
Yeah.
Alright, and this is going to be the second upgrade of Lackluster. The first one was right after the machine fight. This is going to give us the Hurricane move, which we'll be using a little bit from now. Much better than Spook. Essential. Right, Chapter 7. Gonna go check on the mayor. Need to leave the town. Yeah, I hope he's doing all right. There's his wife.
He seems fine. He must be fine. Oh.
Oh no! What happened? Oh no! Clearly we did this. Says the wife.
Clearly.
We were the only one in the room, and we used all 2 seconds that we were in there.
He's a reasonable culprit. He's got a hammer.
It's true. It's true.
Carries a hammer around with him. I already read that too.
The only way, though, to clear our name is to find the real culprit, or something like that. Herringway.
Herringway.
So they're going to put us... It's not quite house arrest, I guess. House arrest. It's like town arrest? I don't know. Can't leave the town.
Yeah, the penguins block all of your exits. Pipe and the gate on the right side of the town.
Break the ice.
Quizmo showing up again to bless the run.
Quizmo. It looks like Butter's doing okay in the sewers. About to get the Ultra Boots. Oh, another thing, he just did it. You don't actually even need the Ultra Boots to hit that block. You can jump off the stair above. Alright, he's also skipping that life room in that room. Doesn't need it.
Has he lost any life rooms?
He has not. He came close with that near encounter in Chapter 4.
Okay.
But, and actually, the life shroom at the beginning of Chapter 8 is a little bit faster to get than that one. Supposedly, I'm told. Alright, so Glower found Herringway.
What is even happening in the story at this point? I don't remember.
I
Like, he
don't
gets-
honestly. I don't
gets him.
remember why this. I mean, I know what happens here. He was fine all along.
Yeah. But
But I
like,
don't
did
remember
they get
why
him because he's like a
Herringway's-
friend? Did he come and invest?
Something like that. Like he was the last one to know what was going on. I really don't remember the story here. If anyone in the chat knows, feel free to enlighten us. But surprise, he's not dead. He's just fine. He fell
Sleeping.
on his head.
Quick nap. Everybody loves naps. Hubble was sleeping. This guy's sleeping.
They don't have a bed in their house, do they?
Very lively penguins.
Honestly, they should have just assumed he was sleeping anyway.
Yeah. Passed out from exhaustion from not having a bed.
Wait, we're kind of synced. Alright, now off we go. He's. I wonder if Glower's gonna save here. He is.
Looks
He's going
like
for
it.
Yeah, the blocks against Junior Troopa are actually kind of tough.
Yeah, they move really fast. As opposed to basically every other block.
Yeah. Alright, here he is. Still mad at us. Still mad at us. But now he knows magic.
Went to Hogwarts.
Yep.
Came back here.
Dude's been busy. Oh no. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh, Quizmo is in.
Oh wow.
He wants to be a part of the show.
He
I don't blame him.
does. Wants some of the limelight. Well.
Lower has frozen again. Oh,
Oh, he's.
okay, this is a fast
Oh,
one.
he blocked. Okay, I actually managed to do that.
I saw him take damage very fast and then hit him really fast.
I saw him take 6 damage twice, which means he blocked both attacks, and then he got probably a 5 cap. 5 cap is a kill. He was charging in between. It was a good fight.
Okay.
Alright. And now we've got Monstar. Very
Monstar,
scary.
hardest boss in the game.
Well, second hardest. Almost as hard as Double Bubble.
True.
We got him. It's okay.
Wow. We're lucky that guy didn't get to attack. Would have been all over.
Fun fact, he actually has one of the hardest attacks to block in the game.
I think I saw that video of you, or that clip of you block. Honestly,
Yeah.
crazy. It's like no indication that the attack is gonna happen. It's just a star shooting at you.
Yeah, there's just stars going for something like 10 seconds, and there's no visual cue as to when the attack actually is gonna hit. It only does 1 damage, but you're in that fight with 1 HP. So if you somehow miss the action command, which I did one time, and you don't block it, you're gonna die and lose a life shroom.
Glower just got the scarf there. One of the items you need.
The other one is the bucket, which is
Yeah. Turns out the mayor had it all along.
Junior Trooper frozen there. Oh,
Still frozen, just like Glower.
Yep. He just wanted you to be able to see it.
Wow, that was something. At least it's not lasting as long as before. I'm jinxing it. I shouldn't have said anything.
Don't say
Oh,
that.
What did you do?
it's all my fault. I'm
And
terribly
what?
sorry.
You love this. All right, well now you get to see how the fight's supposed to go, or how it did go. So he charged once. He needs to block both of these attacks. There's one. I should say most attacks in the game, almost all, have a 3-frame window to block. All right, he got both of them. Now he just needs a 5 cap. 4 cap is fine. Just you have to attack the prayer carry one more time. Oh, see, he got 4 capped, so he just needs a skydive. Can't shell shot because you need that FP for the power bounce on Monstar. Was I saying something right before that though? I feel like I was.
I forget. I'm just getting distracted by Glower. Oh.
All right, time for Butter to catch up again.
It happened once. Could happen again.
It did. It did. Make sound effects for Butter stream. I think I'll pass. Yeah, this is the new strat. Just go slow so you can go faster later.
If it worked before, it'll work again.
We have proof. Skipped all of the Lava Piranha boss.
Both of them.
They did.
So he's about to get the bucket here at some point. Oh, there it is.
Oh, he's coming. Slow and steady wins the race.
But yeah, the bucket's the last thing he needs before he can head off in dungeon. But he does need it. He does need to get it.
He does. He doesn't have it yet. He's staring at it. I think he's got the. Oh no, not the encounter.
He spun into that chunk of ice there. That's unfortunate.
It's okay. You can still go. You can still catch up. Yeah, if you see
I'm rooting for Butter right now.
Right.
Coming in hot.
All right. Oh, okay. Glower does have the bucket now, though.
It's true.
Progress has been made.
Oh.
Oh, here we go.
Butter's here. Oh, he's about to shoot ahead. Okay.
Oh,
too slow, Butter.
He's probably already fighting.
He's
the
probably already
ghosts.
on the. Yeah, definitely. Oh.
Actually, I don't even know what part this is. I don't know what that sprite is.
His screen, it's like turning the house.
Oh, yep. Okay. So
The
according
house
to the
is flipping
stream,
back up. So Butter is winning.
Yo.
The comeback again.
Crazy.
It's fitting that it's free. Oh.
Oh.
He's trying to catch up. He shot ahead a little bit.
Oh, he's gonna shoot so far ahead.
It's fitting that he freezes in the ice level. The last one didn't make any sense, freezing in the volcano.
Not at all.
All right, there we go.
Okay, so I guess this is new stuff because Butter gave the stuff to the snowman. The door opened.
Yep.
And
All
he's
right,
on his merry way.
Oh, first thing. Okay, so you lift this switch up, but these, if you stay to the very top of the screen, these piranha plants, whatever their actual name is, they are blind.
Frost piranhas.
Frost piranhas. Okay, yep. They didn't see him at all.
Yeah, no, they don't. We get to see some hurricane action.
We do.
Ooh.
After some two Coopers, which one is the real one?
It's almost tough. I couldn't even tell the first time.
I mean, if I didn't already know which one it was, I wouldn't be able to tell in the Japanese version. But that's the fake one. He just hammered the fake one. All right. Okay. I always feel like he does the menuing so fast there.
I thought he
it looks
swapped
like
to Goombario there.
Yeah. But see, this is why we use Hurricane, because it is considerably easier to get it to 100%.
Seemed like he had
And-
lots of time left over there.
Yeah, he did. The Clubbas coming up are a little bit harder, but not much.
Oh, Glower moving.
Oh, he
Glower.
just
Oh,
missed
beat the Double Ghost.
Oh, no,
okay.
he's ahead.
He's ahead now. R.I.P. to Butterlord. He's in the palace.
Oh no.
Wow.
He's fighting the second Duplighosts.
Okay. Drastic change
Yeah.
of events here.
All right, so tell me what went on in the last 5 seconds.
Last 5 seconds.
He went up the ice staircase that Butterlord's about to bring up. He fought more Duplighosts. Did he do the Bombat thing yet, or is he about to?
That's what he's about to do.
Yeah, okay. That's about it.
Yeah. We might get to see Bombat spaz out. If you jump up the stairs, sometimes she just starts like teleporting up the stairs behind you. I'm a fan.
Looks like we're up to speed now on
I
Flowers.
think so.
Yeah, I think he's good to go.
So yeah, more Duplighosts. Which one's the real one?
Who
Again,
knows?
wouldn't be able to tell in Japanese, honestly.
No clue.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I would, because the way you can tell is the fake ones use like they have extra symbols like hearts and stuff.
Oh, okay. Trying too hard. So that's what you're telling me?
Exactly. All right. So I'm looking at Butterstream now. I want to see. This is where we would see Bombette freaking out. Oh, she's not gonna do it. It's unfortunate. Sometimes she'll just be like teleporting behind you. She won't actually be walking. Oh.
that was quite the spring. Quite the spring.
Oh, yep, got the kiss from Bombette. You're right.
More Hurricane.
Yep. The Hurricane Gauntlet. Yeah,
Using
this
all
is,
three of these fights?
Ooh. Okay, something worth pointing out is another difference with Wii U, which I'm Glower's using. If I understand correctly, you have to hold the inputs for 2 frames, correct? For it to register? Is that why it's so much harder?
I'm not entirely sure. I just know mashing is.
Yeah, mashing is a lot harder on Wii U. So you can still get it to 100%, which you see he did right there.
You have to
But it
mash
is-
differently to make it work.
Yeah,
Just
it's
mashing is.
it's considerably harder than on N64. So still preferable to Spook, but like, see, Butter will probably have a lot of time left over. Oh well, yeah, he did.
Yeah, that was good.
It can actually be if you don't have it. If you haven't practiced it a lot, it can be pretty tiring having to mash that like those 3 times in a row. So that last one, in addition, I think the last one might even be a little bit harder than the first 2. I'm not 100% on that. I don't know how having multiple enemies affects it. Maybe it doesn't. I could be wrong.
I think it's based off of the hardest enemy.
Oh,
There's
okay.
like there's like different numbers associated with the. And I think it'd be the same.
That would make sense. Okay.
Can't do Cooper skip or Cooper puzzle skip.
Dude, which one is the real Cooper? This is the
Skip
hardest
is
of them all.
Really difficult puzzle here.
It's so difficult that in all cars and no Peach, any percent no Peach warp. We just.
Why did he hit Cooper?
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, and look at what's it called?
he's floating.
He's
Cooper
floating. He does that if you're standing in the right spot. Oh, jumped ahead there. He'll like jump into the air and stay up there. Alright. Luckily, Glow was able to figure it out.
I don't know how he did it. Oh yeah, so the gimmick in this place is it's all mirrors. So what you do to one side. So when you move these statues,
I think you're cutting out.
dang.
Yeah. So yeah, what happens? You move the statues, and what happens on one side of the mirror happens on the other side. So yeah, he moved that statue so that the bigger one that you can't push would be moved on the other side. Alright, better go on for the hurricanes. That's one of the three in this room. Yeah, and you can see it happening here. The you kill the Clubba, and then it destroys the Clubba statues in the background. And they even put it in the background of the battle scene. I like that attention to detail.
Exclusive to this room.
It's true.
Did they change the number of statues?
I was just wondering that. Is it just one? It is. That's actually pretty impressive.
I
like
think
that.
they do. So each battle has a specific.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to the first one, but I know the second one had 2 statues, and that one had 1, so I would assume the first one had 3. Yeah, very nice attention to detail there. Alright, and then here, the puzzle that Glower's doing right now. You talk to the statues on the bottom to change the direction of the statues on top, and then you just have to push them all onto the squares there. Make this staircase appear. Alright, swag jump coming up.
Ooh,
You got it.
it's a nice swag jump.
Don't need those stairs.
You can
Just the
jump right
platform.
to the top of the stairs there.
Alright, so this battle is kind of hard. You have to block exactly 5 out of 6 attacks to get into peril.
And it does 3 attacks at a time, unless you're hitting one. You
Yeah,
gotta
no, it'll be
focus.
doing 3.
Okay.
3 at a time. Alright, and this is another enemy where if you get 3 capped, 2% chance, then you would have to start over. He did save, right?
I feel like he did. He knows about the 3 caps.
Okay, there's 3 blocks.
Very good. 2 more. Fast shell shot.
There is. Yeah, it's RNG where the pointer for Parakarry shell shot starts. So
Yeah, so you can't just mash left and hope that it works. So, except
yeah.
select few enemies that are so large that they take up
Yeah, what is it? Final Bowser and
Final Bowser, Huff and Puff.
Wait, really? Huff?
Yeah, Puff.
Really? I did not know that.
I think. And I
I thought
think
he-
Super Blooper.
Oh yeah, Super Looper, that's right. We don't fight him in the run though.
No.
Actually, I guess all bosses and
all
maybe
bosses
100%?
or 100%, yeah.
Okay.
I missed the cap there. I think it was a 5. I know it wasn't
Yeah.
a 3. But no,
It definitely wasn't a 3, but no, that was a good fight. By the book. Alright. Got the last Star Spirit. That is the last thing you need before you go on and fight. Go to Chapter 8. Fight Bowser.
This is my favorite Peach cutscene.
Yes, same actually. You just hold B.
Happens towards the end of the run. It's a nice little.
Yeah, nice that it happens after the after the long chapter 6, post chapter 6 one. Butter about to do swag jump, and then
Oh yeah.
fight
And
Crystal
take
King.
on CK.
Yep. For anyone who would be interested in running this, there is actually a beginner route, a beginner glitchless route that is largely similar to this one, only some of the stuff is easier. One of the main changes is this fight, instead of having to block 5 out of 6 of the attacks, in that one we change badges up a little bit and you only need to block 1 of 3.
Yeah, if you're looking to get into this game, this category is pretty simple and straightforward.
Yeah. You don't need to learn any super difficult glitches or any
Yeah.
skips or anything.
You basically just have to learn the route and where you're.
Right. And practice blocks and things
Yeah,
like that.
and action commands, I guess, are pretty important.
Yeah. It's a very good category.
Can't
to
just
learn
be
the game.
going in. Can't just be going in trying to do.
Oh, that's bad.
Did he miss a block?
He did.
Did he miss
He
2?
missed 2 blocks. If he had
That's-
missed 1, that would be okay. He's going to have. Oh, what's he gonna
We
do?
should probably reset.
Maybe.
I-
You could maybe. I'm trying to think how you could maybe refresh. Oh, what's he doing?
Is he gonna try and skydive a bit? No. That's what I would have done.
I don't know what he's doing.
I think he could have skydived a bit. Yeah, he could have skydived a bit to get to peril, and then he could have banked on like a set cap. That would have been a good back.
Alright, well, he's down a life shroom, which the life shroom itself isn't an issue, but he needs to get into peril. Oh, he did have a backup in mind. He was planning the clutch dried shroom. Alright. One more shell shot. There it is, 1 HP.
Wow. Very nice. Glower has made his way back to Toad Town. He's heading to...
Oh! What?
Did he get 4 capped?
He just
Or
got
3
3
capped?
capped.
No!
Oh, that's rough.
Wow. Came in with the clutch backup.
That's rough.
So that's a 1 in 50 chance of happening. Yikes.
Oh, 1 in 50 sounds so much worse than 2%.
I know, right? I like referring it to it like that.
Luckily he saved, so we can do the fight again. Redeem himself from the block. And he also gets to keep the life shroom, so I guess that's a silver lining. Assuming he does the fight right. Lower, meanwhile, going on the, what is it, the Star Road?
Star Road.
On his way up to where the Star Spirits lit. Star Haven? I'm
Star Haven is correct.
okay. I'm very unsure of the name of things, but I guess I'm getting them right most of the time.
I think you know them. Yeah, those lava bubbles. What are they called? Lava bubbles are what they're called, I think, in the volcano.
Yeah,
Those guys are called embers.
Embers. That's it. Also, Butter got all the blocks.
Very nice. He's going in for the cap. Not a 3. You got a 5. That's what you want.
Well, he didn't even get capped. He could have gone for more. He didn't need to.
Dang. That'd have been nice for an all cards run. I think you need 6 caps on Crystal King to get a good fight. But yeah,
I think that's just the optimal route.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
That's the one you run.
Yeah,
Not many people run that one though.
It's not a good. It's not good. I don't
It's a
recommend
fast
that.
route.
I don't recommend that one.
If
It is
it works,
fast.
it's fast.
You want to go fast? You can do that.
Not a consistent route though.
All right.
All right. Butter
Jump
completing
into the bathtub.
Yep, the bathtub. I love
I
it.
had to look up what this is called. It's called the Star Boat. Pretty sure.
Bathtub, boat. They both
Same thing.
have water in either on the outside or inside. Basically the same thing, right?
You could make a boat, a bathtub.
You could. I don't think you could do the opposite, but
So we
or
had
could
a
you?
question in chat. What is
Oh.
recapping?
Oh, so the move that they use, the power bounce, where they jump on enemies over and over again, you can keep jumping on them until, as long as you keep hitting the A button at the correct timing. But the way it's implemented is randomly, depending on the enemy. You will get capped at so many bounces. And so that fight relied on getting at least 4 bounces to deal enough damage to win. Otherwise, what was going to happen is Crystal King was going to heal the next turn, and then we wouldn't be able to deal enough damage before dying.
Just like an RNG check for like, make sure you can't bounce forever. Like if you ever seen an
Yeah, you cut out again. But yeah, just an RNG check. So that you're right, like he said, so that you can't bounce forever, because otherwise you could deal infinite damage. Would have been nice if it wasn't random, if it was a consistent number of times every time, but it's not. It's random. For instance, on Final Bowser, you'll actually see a lot of... We plan on them, though, but a lot of recaps. Especially in the first phase of Final Bowser, there is a 50% chance that you will get capped at 3 bounces. Or a 3 cap. But yeah.
the cap
Hopefully.
isn't consistent, but like your chances each time, like each enemy has like
Yeah, right.
what you're gonna get capped on. Like 20% chance for a 3, 30 for a 4, etc.
Yep. And I think we said it, but the chances that Butter would get that 3 cap that he got on that fight is 2%, which that's actually the worst. That's probably the worst enemy to get a 3 cap on. There's just no backup for that one. The other ones like Huff and Junior Troopa, those ones at least have backups, like slow backups, but they are backups. Crystal King, you're just kind of screwed.
So Glower's in the basement now.
Oh yeah, going for the fast strats.
He's doing them, of course. Hitting them too. Yeah, it's really easy to just fall into the lava when you're jumping here.
That was a hard jump. That was the hardest jump, the one from the top to the bottom there. It's a very precise angle. He got them all though.
Oh, yeah, he's doing good. I think this is what he was practicing.
Yeah, I think that's what Butter was practicing before the stream.
Yeah.
I think it saves something like 20 seconds, maybe more.
Yeah, it's lots.
Overdoing just the waiting for the cycles.
We'll get to see the blind basement, but we won't actually.
It's blind.
Exactly.
You will get to see it for Butter though. You'll know what we're talking about.
If he does the thing, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so there's a section coming up here in very shortly, where you're intended to use Watt to make the room brighter, but there's no actual need to do that if you know where to go. And if you have a TV that's bright enough. Glower can make his TV bright enough. Butter can't. So he actually changes his capture card settings to make it brighter, and then plays off his capture card. So for Glow, it's one of the coolest parts of the run, honestly, in my opinion. Alright, now this Magic Koopa, there's a chance he doesn't run away. If he doesn't, it's fine. I swear he never runs away from me. He did that.
He doesn't run sometimes?
Yeah, just that one. Whenever
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
whenever the route was originally made. Oh, got the Super Shroom drop.
It's funny,
Not
I thought they all
useful.
just ran when they were solo.
Yeah, we don't know the exact, I don't think anyone knows the exact chances. The route was actually made assuming that he would run every time, and then I was doing it, and he didn't run, and I didn't know what to do. I killed him anyway, and I ended up killing Hallway Bowser and having 99 XP.
Okay, so that worked out.
Yep. So the backup is to just kill him. It's we figure it's something like a 90% chance that he runs, but we don't know for sure. No one's actually like found it in the code or like done enough trials to actually enough samples to actually get it. All right, here we go.
Waterlord on his way to chapter 8 and glowers in the dark.
Yep. You're also so this is actually pretty difficult, even whenever it's dark, or even whenever you can see, because it's still kind of dark.
It looks so silly. It just looks like the screen's flickering.
Right. So yeah, he's
doing
parrying.
things, I promise.
Yep. Just went through a loading zone, avoiding enemies. He hasn't. Nope. He just. Okay. He's almost
He
at the
fell.
end.
He's at the end, yeah.
Yep. All right. He's good.
And he's done. Very nice.
That was a pretty good blind basement. Alright. Alright. Coming up next here, got the flood room. I sometimes I forget that this room exists with the enemies in between it. So just remember that's there. Avoid the
It's
enemies.
not a habit. I always spin to the top of a room.
It's probably a good habit. Here. Puzzle here, gotta figure out.
This room is faster if you do glitches.
Yeah.
Quite a bit, but not a lot. You can actually
Yeah.
walk on water with glitches.
It's true. Alright. And then Butter. Actually no, he had to reset on Crystal King, so he doesn't need to get the backup life shroom. I doubt he does. He might get it anyway, just as a backup. But he also might not. We'll see. Nope, he's not getting it. Right. Now we get to see Butter go for the quick strats here. Alright, that one's the easy one. Tough ones are in the next room though. No, why does he cycle the top menu bar? He just, there's no actual reason that he does that. Oh no!
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a pretty precise jump. Ah, he got it there. So he didn't lose time overdoing it the normal way, but he did lose time
Yeah.
for his speed. Yeah, he just kind of moves it up and down. Too.
Got that jump.
He
Hey.
got the most difficult one. We're almost done with the flood room.
And we'll see what dizzy attack was grabbed.
Yeah, remember that badge we grabbed?
Remember
on the
that
way-
badge all the way back in who knows when?
Yeah, back after between chapters 1 and 2.
I know I don't.
That was a long time ago. That was like, shoot, over 2 hours ago, I think.
It had to have been.
Oh, okay, that's not quite how you're
Oh.
supposed to do that. He should be fine. He should be fine. The goal is to use Dizzy Attack to encounter the bullet bills, and then you can use the iframe. Nope, he wasn't far.
Got hit like right at the front there, so you couldn't make
Yeah.
it all the way to the cannons. Jump past them.
Yeah, Dizzy Attack makes it so that you can run away easier from these guys versus like if you were to try and just first strike them. Also, it's easier to get into the encounter, and then you can just skip the cannons that way. Because the cannons are beating this. Trying to kill the cannons is slow, and if you try and encounter the cannons themselves and run away, the bar actually starts out empty. So
Yeah, it starts right at 0. You can get to probably about 30-ish. So your
Yeah.
odds aren't great of running.
you can still do it, but
Yeah, you definitely can. It's just
much slower.
this'll This makes
Yeah,
it a lot easier.
And he lost some lost some HP there. That'll cost him a little bit of time later. He'll have to hit a heart block, but that in and of itself isn't too bad.
Okay, here, let's see if Butter does it. There we
Oh
go.
yeah, there it is.
Ranked
There's the
his
capture
brightness
cards.
so that he can see in the basement.
Okay. Dry bones didn't get glower. Sometimes that dry bones will attack you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
He's a jerk.
He is.
Gets me every time.
Alright, so on Butter Stream, you'll actually be able to see what Glower was doing in the basement. You got the capture card. That's the tech. Is the capture card.
That's right.
It is very bright.
Frame perfect.
You can see, you can kind of see what's going on. So what you see right now is exactly what Butter sees, because he's playing off his capture card.
You can kind of make out what's going on. They're in
Yeah.
like a cavern.
Yeah, the layout itself isn't too hard. It's still kind of hard to see the enemies though, so you just have to know like where they are.
Yeah.
And also you can hear them coming, I guess. So that's nice. This magic hoop at least is easy to avoid. You just stay either all the way to the top or all the way to the bottom, and you'll miss him every time.
Thankful for that.
Yep, and there we go. Capture card settings back to normal.
I was hoping he left it like that the rest of the run here. So good.
Great. And then Glower is now doing the quiz.
Door 2 quiz. And it's all the same answers every single time, which is extremely convenient.
Yes. Don't need to be able to read Japanese. The answers are 1, 1, 2, 1, 1.
3.
2.
1, I think. Is it
Oh,
2?
I think the last one's 2. Yeah, you can miss 2 of them and still be okay. The 6th one is definitely 3. I think the 7th one is 2, but I'm not entirely sure. So I guess it depends. So if the last one is 1, then you could actually just mash A and win this quiz as well. That's one of the reasons why I don't think it's that, but the last one is 2. Okay.
Apparently the last one is.
Okay, so you cannot just mash A and still win this quiz, but you can come very close. And if you fail that quiz, you have to fight 3 anti-guys. Which, if you know what anti-guys are, that is no easy fight.
They have 50 HP and hit for 10.
Yeah.
You have to fight that. It's a squad of 3, so all bosses.
Yeah.
It's a brutal fight.
Luckily, they're susceptible to dizzy attacks.
Yes.
That's the strat that's used in all bosses, right? Dizzy shell?
Yeah, Dizzy Shell.
Still a brutal fight, though.
This is the last room where it's easy to get an encounter.
Got past him, though.
That should be 1 encounter for
Yeah, he had...
not too shabby.
Yeah, not too bad at all. I mean, technically, there are still a couple enemies up ahead, but he didn't encounter them.
No.
He did. Okay, that's another thing we haven't explained. He did just use a hammer to pick up the key. So one of the things you can do, it's faster to use a hammer to pick up an item if you are going one way and then are going to be immediately turning around after you get the item. Because it gives you a little bit of extra distance where you can grab it. Alright. Butter onto the cannons. Oh, you know what? Glower had. What did you say? Glower had 2 encounters, right? Because he had an extra cannon encounter.
You're right. Yeah. Where was his other encounter?
I'm trying. I remember that he had one.
um.
I'm trying to think where it was. I do not remember.
I know that Butter has had numerous.
Yeah, he's had a few. His cannon room's going better so far, though. Oh, I spoke too soon. I jinxed it.
Yikes! And
Oh,
Glower's
no.
going slow motion.
Oh boy.
Oh, you know what though? It didn't. Is he close enough? No, he wasn't.
He was
You can get away
far.
with getting first struck if you're
He was
close.
right at the end there. That wasn't gonna happen. Did he fight the Double Ghost yet?
He's swapping partners, so yeah, he used Hurricane on the Duplighosts.
Oh yeah. That was fast. That was a fast fight.
Yeah, Hurricane is actually it's faster than up and away, which is used in all cards.
Okay, we're gonna miss Junior Troopa. That's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. It's a pretty simple fight. You just charge 4 times, block 2 times, and use out of sight with bow 2 times, and then you only need a 4 cap. It's the last enemy that in this route that you can die to based purely on RNG with a 3 cap. Both hallway and final bouts are consistent as long as you hit all your
Three
blocks.
cap on Junior Troopa is the same as Crystal King.
Yep.
1 in 50 or 2%.
Yep. And same as Huff and Puff.
Yep.
I think for some reason I want to say that getting double 4 capped on Lantern Ghost is like, isn't it like a 2.3% chance or something weird like that?
I'm not sure if it's 2.3. I thought it was
I don't
just
know.
2.
It could be
There
just
could be
2.
more decimals. I don't know. They don't usually
I don't know.
provide
It's about a 1 in
information.
50 as well, though.
Yeah. Come on, Glower. Get it together.
Apparently, this is the strat to beat bosses, though. You just gotta freeze your stream and then skip past them. Oh wait, what? I'm confused.
Did Butterlord mess up? See an
Yeah.
X. All you have to do is press A there for first option.
I am
throwing.
confused.
Uh-oh.
He's throwing his lead.
He's fine as long as he knows that the 6th answer is 3.
No. He definitely didn't know that.
He should know that. He probably hasn't needed that information in a long time. So that'll probably waste about I want to say like 20 seconds or so.
It's something like 20-something seconds.
I think the nerves are getting to him a little bit. It is still not out of the. It's unlikely, but it's still not out of the question that Butter could win because Final Bowser is actually the blocks that you have to hit are actually really hard compared to a lot of the other blocks in the game.
There's also like a really long build-up. Second phase of Final Bowser.
Yep. So if he was to die on Final Bowser, that would probably be enough to put Butter back into the lead.
Okay, he got it.
He did know. He did know the backup.
Good job. If Butter wins during a freeze, I'm counting it.
Well, it could happen.
Agreed.
Yeah, Glower's just having some. He's had some internet issues tonight. He's still playing, presumably. He's
Back
yeah,
online. No, not yet.
Wait.
Said he died.
Oh,
to
he died to
JR.
Junior. Oh. Well, I don't know if he saved.
I
Oh
think he
no.
did. He used power jump instead of power bounce.
I hope he saved,
I'm
because
pretty sure he saved.
okay.
But based on what he said, he should have reset and be ahead of Butter.
Yeah,
Not by
they're
much at
neck
this
and neck
point.
now.
Yeah.
This just became a race. Assuming we can see it, you know. Okay, I think we got the audio. Switch to Butter's audio. Okay, and this room, or this set of rooms, in the very first room there was some fire on the wall to let you know to go up, down, down, up, down, up.
When I
You go in the wrong door.
When I was a young boy, I didn't understand how to do this.
It's unfortunate. Yeah, it'll spit you back out at the beginning if you mess up. So I guess if you don't notice the fire, you can figure it out by trial and error. But
It was the running along the bottom that threw.
oh, okay.
Yeah, that room's consistent. It's on the fire on the wall.
Oh, we got Peach. Oh no, wasn't Peach.
Butterlord coming in hot.
And he's actually ahead.
Is he? Well, I don't.
I think so. It depends on how soon.
I think
Glover
it should be
died.
really close right now.
Yeah. Alright, gotta switch some badges. Switch to Bo, he's good to go. That was not supposed to rhyme, I'm sorry.
And
I kind of wish we got to fight the Koopa Bros there. I was excited my first playthrough about getting to fight them again. Oh yeah, so what happened here? Yeah, Glower accidentally used Power Jump instead of I bet what he did. Yeah, I bet
he tried
did
to
all
charge.
Yeah, the menu is a little bit different because you have Power Jump and Power Bounce equipped right now. So normally you could just go down 1 to use Power Bounce, but you have to go down 2. So he accidentally did Power Jump. Oh.
Yikes.
Alright, got into peril.
He's sweating.
Yes, but he did the right input.
Okay, we made
Okay,
it
he's
through.
good.
Not a 3 cap.
Yeah, you only need a 4 cap on that one.
He already got screwed by Crystal King. That's enough 3 caps for today.
Right. And RNG can no longer kill the run. If the run dies, it is Butterlord's fault.
Wow. Don't screw it up, Butter.
No pressure. Yeah, hopefully Glower's internet comes back.
I'm waiting for Glower to like shoot around through the menu.
Yeah, but this time he'll shoot back to a similar spot, presumably.
It'd be hype if they like shot to the same spot as Butter at like Final Bowser. But we'll see what happens here. Hopefully not like this the rest of the race.
Oh man. Okay, yeah, Glower's having even more issues. He got an error. Hopefully we're able to get him back. Looks like he was fighting Hallway Bowser.
He says he's on phase 1, which is Final Bowser.
Oh wow. Okay, so he didn't lose as much time as we thought.
Yeah, no.
Right, Hallway Bowser
He's still ahead by quite a bit. Couple minutes.
Yep.
Got the 5 cap. He's going for the 7. Ooh.
You
He
got
got
4
a
cap.
7. Yeah.
If you get 2 5 caps, it's a 2-turn kill, which is the best fight. You can also get a 7 and a 4, but that's much less likely. Did not know you could do that untimed. Yeah, and so you might be wondering how he did damage there. The Star Rod in Hallway Bowser doesn't actually make Bowser invincible. All it does is raise his defense. I forget by how much exactly. But it's just all it does is raise his defense.
Yeah.
Although in this phase, in the final Bowser, it does actually make him invincible. So you can't deal damage to him unless you get the Star Shield off. Alright, looks like Glower is in the Twink fight. Glower is finished with phase 1 of Final Bowser, so he's still ahead. Trying to fix the stream at the same time. Oh, he's back.
There we go. He's in the Blink fight.
There we go. There we go. Got it figured out. Alright, so this is actually a lot closer now. So if Glower, I don't think that RNG can be enough to get Butter back into the lead, even if Glower got the worst RNG and Butter got the best. But they do both have to execute.
So Glower has to mess up to lose, basically.
Yep, this race
down.
is his to lose.
Recap.
Yeah, yeah. Glower was more ahead. If you're just tuning in, Glower was a little bit more ahead, but he died to Junior Troopa.
Double 3. Does that mean anything?
It loses a little bit of time. It's not too bad though. So what
Okay.
he's gonna do, he has to swap to Paracarrier right now.
Okay, yeah, I was reading through the route. I know. Okay.
Yeah, he'll have to sky. Normally, you would save time and just swap to Paracarry on turn 1 of phase 2. But he did that so that he can skydive on turn 1, and then it's the same fight from there.
Looks about the same, but Butter has to go through a fight first.
Yeah, it was synced up a little bit there.
How long is a Twink fight? A couple minutes? Can't be that long.
Well, the fight itself, like I know from Holloway Bowser to beating Holloway Bowser is usually somewhere between 7 and 8 minutes, usually closer to 8. So I'm guessing 2 or 3. A low 7 though would be some pretty awfully good RNG. All right. Oh, it looks like Glower got double 3 capped as well. Okay, so now he needs to. Okay, he hit the block. Now he's going to do a lot of power jumps and shell shots. Alright, needs to block the claw. He does.
Gots it.
He got it. Alright, this turn, most likely what's going to happen is he's going to lose a life stream. Yep. That's expected, though. That's why we have him. And we're also manipulating Mario's HP and Bowser's HP. If there's too much of a difference, then Bowser will heal. And we come right up to that limit with this route. Alright, so really good RNG would be Fire right here. Okay, Star Shield, that's normal. That's what normally happens.
What turn is this?
This is turn 4.
Turn 4, okay.
Yes, that's the turn that he usually uses Star Shield.
Yeah, that's most common.
Alright, get another shell shot in there. And then Bowser's attack on this turn will determine what Glower does moving forward. Is probably okay. That's the best. That's the best. He's in peril now, so he's just going to go straight out and attack with the power bounce. If he gets a 5 cap, this is a really quick kill. Not 3 cap.
Not happening.
All right, so he's gonna end up losing his second life shroom. Are we gonna see it?
Bowser is blinking so hard right now.
He's okay. He should be fine. As long as Glower. So Bowser's going to use the shockwave on this turn more than
Right in the eye.
And if Glower blocks it, he should be good. I think he needs to. He might actually be good even if he misses it. I forget how much damage. Oh, lightning. Okay, no, he's good. Glower has this in the bag.
Boom. You have close call on for this fight?
You do not. You actually don't even pick up close call.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking.
Alright, Butter starting the same fight. Hit his first block. Ooh, butt stomp, that's good. If you miss the butt stomp, you will lose either your boots, your hammer, or your items.
Lower died.
Really? No, it's okay. He has 2 life streams.
Something's happening. It might be like, okay, it was a life shroom.
Alright. Oh, that should be the kill shot. He should be. Yep, he died. Okay.
There we go.
Alright, so Glower got the win. We kind of got to see it. Alright, Butter. This should be. I think this is turn 4. Yeah, this is turn 4. Alright, Star Shield, also common. Also the most common.
This is not time yet, right?
No, this is not time.
Time's in like another 6.5 minutes.
Yeah, we'll let you know when it's coming up. Alright, he needs to. This is a hard attack to block. Okay, he got it. That one only has a 2-frame window. Alright, so now he's going to use the Repel Gel. He did not get into peril, so he's not going to be able to do the extra damage like Glower dealt. So the fight is a little bit slower, but he should be good from here on out. He shouldn't have to block any more attacks. Right. Do another shell shot. Bowser will miss his attack on this turn, and then he should die to. You can do it differently, depending. Okay, so he's gonna die to a skydive. This should be the kill shot. There it is.
Very nice. And at this rate, Butter might win it.
The comeback for the 4th time.
Very, very solidly executed final Bowser fights. Glower's was faster because better RNG, but it honestly wasn't that much faster. He only got a 3 cap on final Bowser. A 5 cap is a really fast fight. 4 cap is a little bit faster. 3 cap. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure. I think it's about the same though. That's not getting peril. Yeah, so
Somebody asked in chat why we don't use power bounce.
yeah, because
Don't we do? Don't we though?
We do in certain situations. So power bounce is only useful against Bowser if you're in peril. Because otherwise it just does, like the first jump does 2 damage, the second jump does 1, and then all the other ones do 1. And so odds are you're going to get 3 caps and you're going to do 4 damage, whereas power jump does 7.
Need Mega Rush to make it worth it.
Yep. And so actually that's not the optimal strat, that's the safe strat. The optimal strat only has about a third, I think 1 in 3 chance of succeeding. Just due to a bunch of different factors. It's hard to really calculate what the odds are, but it's somewhere in that range. And it involves using charge, And so it adds a lot of RNG to the fight, because not only do you need to charge a bunch of times and then get a good cap to win, you need to get, I think, at least a 4 cap. You need to get at least 1 4 cap in phase 1, and then a 4 cap in phase 2, or if you got double 3 cap in phase 1, a 5 cap in phase 2, which is not great odds. And on top of that, if Bowser has an attack, the Shockwave, where if it hits you, and so if he does it on a turn where you don't expect and it hits you, you actually lose all the charge that you had been building up. And so if anything like that happens, you die. Oh, and also you need to get into peril. So he either needs to do fire on the correct turn, which would deal 9 damage, or he needs to do butt stomp, which does 9 damage if you don't block it, but then you have to hope that either your items or your hammer get taken and not your jump. So it's a much riskier fight, but it is considerably faster.
Yeah, when you have to rely on the butt stomp.
Yeah, that's
Final Bowser gets rough.
Alright, need to be careful
Lower
here.
has recovered, and it appears...
Not doing Luigi skip. If you hold down there... Oh, okay, Butterspec. If you hold down on that pipe, you will actually skip the cutscene there with Luigi and saves about 10 seconds. Not allowed with glitchless, though. You have to be careful.
Lower messing around.
Trying to give Butter a chance. Okay, time is coming up here. It's in another, like, 30... well, okay,
When
depending.
Peach raises her hands is when it's time.
Yeah, it comes kind of suddenly.
She'll be praying and then lift her hands up.
Yep. Yeah, it'll go around the room a little bit. You'll see Peach with her head down, and then she'll look up, and then her hands will go up. And... oh, he's... Glower!
Glower's baiting. There it is. What a troll.
3:49:41. Still a pretty solid time.
No, the sub 350 is solid.
Yeah. It is a little bit easier to get on Wii U, but it's still it's not free.
Oh wait, this is on Wii U, I take it back.
Wow.
Nah, it's still good.
Yeah, it's still a very good time. Glower is actually how many people have sub 350s? I think only 3 people have sub 350s, which Glower and Butterlord both do. And then Yoshizilla is the other one. Yeah, and Glower in the past, whenever he was playing on N64, he got what was it, a 347, I think. So he's certainly capable of doing it without the additional time you save with Wii U. No accidental Luigi skips, it looks like. You don't know for sure until Luigi comes up. If at any time while the screen's fading out you hold down, it'll still happen.
So while we have a minute, do you guys want to talk about what the viewers can expect if they watch the Paper Mario run at SGDQ?
That's any percent, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's about half the time that this run takes, and it's really broken, especially the one trick, BHS, Blue House skip. You go through the Blue House in Toad Town and basically skip from like the beginning of chapter 2, you go back to Toad Town and then skip to chapter 5. And then go to chapter 6 like immediately after that, and you can skip through all of chapter 6 and 7 after you get Lackluster, and then you go into chapter 8, and it's risky.
It's very risky. Yeah, there are you don't fight any of the chapter bosses. There are ways to skip all of them.
But congrats to the two runners here,
Yeah, still
finishing it up.
very solid times. Hard to play consistently for almost 4 hours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Glower is very skilled at this game. He's put countless hours into it, so as have most top speedrunners in their game. But yeah, you're in for a treat at SGDQ whenever any percent is run.
Yeah, lots of interesting tricks.
Yeah, lots of frame perfect tricks as well, requiring multiple up to what's the most LZS jumps you have to do?
15 or 16 for
15. All right, so about 16 frame perfect jumps in a row that you have to do on a 30 FPS game for one of the skips, and another skip that's nearly as many. Actually, two skips that are nearly as many. In each of those inputs, it's double frame perfect. There are two inputs you have to do with on the correct frame.
That's Glower's main category though, so I'm
Yep, he has a world record in that.
All right, well, that was a pretty cool race. Jigtaw again won. Thanks again for the commentary. We really appreciate it. That was great.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having us.
no problem.
Of
Thanks.
course. Any final thoughts before we head out?
I wish it didn't. Wish Braves didn't drop his.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's about
wish
it.
Wish we'd been able
It
to
was
see
good,
more of Boston.
regardless.
absolutely. Well, yeah, so that is going to do it for us for today. So once again, just reminding everybody that the Paper Mario run at SGDQ will be an any percent run by Glower. It's a solo run, so it's going to be Thursday afternoon at 2:24 p.m. local time, which is event time, which is Central Daylight Time. So if you go to gamesdonequick.com/schedule, you can see a list of all the games being run, and it will be adjusted to your local time. So you can check out what you want to see there. And yeah, I just want to let everybody know that tomorrow we will be having another hotfix. So we'll be having Ocarina of Time Bingo. So that's going to be pretty cool. So it's going to be a race. So you can see that tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So we'll be starting the broadcast then. But yeah, that's going to do it for us for today. Before we head out, just want to go ahead and give a raid to Garage Door Opener, who is our opener for SGDQ. So he's going to be running Banjo-Tooie, the first run of the marathon. So why don't you go ahead, check him out, see if you like Banjo-Tooie. And yeah, it's going to do it for us. Once again, thanks for watching. We'll see you hopefully tomorrow.